The Total Media Sports Network presents Raceland Rams football live on Kool TV. Now, let's go to the Rams Stadium for the pregame show and the voice of the Raceland Rams, James Collier.
And a pleasant good evening from the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth here on the beautiful campus of Raceland Worthington High School at Rams Stadium. JFL night for the Rams as they welcome in the Newport Central Catholic Thoroughbreds. Greetings and salutations, friends. James Collier alongside Kent Robinson. Happy to have you along with us here tonight as we get you set for the Thoroughbreds and the Rams in the 10th all-time meeting between these two teams of Class A football. They met first time back in 1991. Newport Central Catholic won that game 36-8. Raceland has won the last two, 2023, 40-14, and then last year up in Covington, 29-7. The Thoroughbreds lead the series 6-3. Rams trying to make it 3 in a row here tonight. We'll step out for a break. We'll set the scene when we return. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons, meet our starting lineups, and get you ready for kickoff. A beautiful night, little steamy and muggy, but it's just ripe for September football. We'll break it all down when we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships. And that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth alongside Kent Robinson. I'm James Collier. Happy to have you along with us here tonight on JFL night for the Rams as they welcome in the Newport Central Catholic Thoroughbreds. Kent, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Glad to be here. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm glad to have you with me tonight. You look at Raceland, stubbed their toe a couple weeks ago down at Pikeville. A nice bounce back last week against Mercer County, 64-14. 521 total yards of offense, most total they'd had since back in 2023. They rushed for over 300. Just a really balanced attack between Shannon Marucci and Landon Stilner.
Yeah, I caught some of the show last night and with you and Coach Sammons, and you know he was all serious with the 521 yards, but then again it was like, I didn't really realize we got that much, and you know passing wasn't that bad as well, 218. So they had both sides of not only the running game but the passing game working for them, and they're going to need that tonight. Newport Central, I mean, you look at the numbers they have, they bring a lot of people, and you know this more than anybody else. When you go to Northern Kentucky or a Northern Kentucky team comes and visits you, you're going to have your hands full. Coach Sammons wants to get out to a very good start, I'm sure, tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. They've got a stud quarterback that he can do a little bit of everything. It's going to be interesting to see how they size up here this evening. All right, we'll step out for a break. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons. We'll break down tonight's matchup. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for kickoff. It's the Rams and the Thoroughbreds as we continue our coverage after this on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College, This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public
Back on
Library
countdown to kickoff
system
on
is
Kool
the
TV. Joined with recently Coach
Read
Mike
the
Sammons.
latest
Coach, a good win last.
in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back on countdown to kickoff on Kool TV. Joined with recently Coach Mike Sammons. Coach, a good win last week and kind of a bounce back game after that tough game against Pikeville, but very efficient. We talked Wednesday night, 9 possessions, 9 scores.
Yeah, I thought our guys were very businesslike. It was good to be home. Good to be home again tonight too. But our guys really focused in, and we weren't perfect. You don't want to be in week 4, right? But there's some things we wanted to make sure that we move forward on, and I felt like last week we moved forward, put that sour taste out of our mouth, and had a new opportunity. Now we get another opportunity. But in football, like you snap your fingers to week 5. You're halfway point of the regular season, and it goes fast. So you're going to make sure you're in the moment and you're ready to go every time.
Over 300 yards rushing last week, and it was explosive runs. And that's something that you guys have been really working on, is limiting the explosives, but finding those home run balls. And you guys had a couple of those both from Shannon and Landon last week.
Yeah, in 24 years ago, that's something we really struggled with. We couldn't really hit home runs. We were, very efficient at times, but, we had a hard time really just making those explosive plays. And early on in this season, it's been good to see multiple people make multiple explosive plays, and that's really what it's about. It just makes you so much more dynamic, so much more of a threat from anywhere on the field. And in the past, I don't know that we've always been that way, but we have some guys that really, worked into that role, and we really have to make explosives as we move forward through this thing.
Jake, very efficient last week. He was 10 of his first 10 before he threw a couple of incompletions back to back, but really kind of picked his poison, threw to several different receivers last week, and even a guy out of the backfield.
Yeah, Jake's very efficient, very smart with the ball. He knows where the ball needs to go, when it needs to go there, and he knows if he's off time, if he's late, the downside, and he doesn't, for the most part, he keeps us out of bad situations and really tries to value the ball. And like I said in the show the other night, guys aren't going to coax him into throwing the ball. He's going to go through his reads and go through his progressions and go through, finding the open guy in the scheme that we have. And if you're that guy, then good for you. But to us, it's really nameless. It's whoever's in that position at that time. And Jake's been very efficient in the preseason. We've been hovering around 12 to 15 passes. I think if you held us down, we would maybe like to be a little bit more than that, but the game just haven't been conducive to that so far. But obviously, we got a long ways to go, and so we'll see how the thing progresses.
Jake last week using his feet as well, 6 carries, 50 yards, and it was one of those, it wasn't designed carries at any. It was just a play broke down, he found a seam, and he took it.
Yeah, I talked about a year ago when Jake won this football team, when he won this quarterback job, he won it with his feet, and he took a hit right out here on the far side of the field against Pikeville, who at the time was the defending state champs, and that was what won this team over. And so he's been able to really expand on that and really make plays with his feet and extend plays and get first downs and get out of bounds and scramble for some touchdowns along the ways and things like that. So when things break down, he can move things with his feet. And that's actually
too much.
Yeah, go Rams. What's that like?
Hey, hang on just a second. We're on TV here.
Yeah, say hi to TV. when he can make plays with his feet, it really extends the plays. And that's what makes another dimension to us. And so obviously everything don't go as scripted. All the plays don't go as designed, and not even on Sundays, right? And so you have all those ad-lib moments, and that's what you really got to be able to function and execute in.
Defensively last week, 4 sacks, a lot of quarterback hurries, and a pick 6. And he had 2 interceptions. There are 5 total on the year. But when you put that together, it makes a really good recipe for success.
Yeah, and I think that was probably one of our learning things from the week prior is we got some pressure on the quarterback down at Pikeville, but we never really got him on the ground, particularly there at the end when he was scrambling all over the field and making plays, but he was extending with his feet. I said it, and I've been very transparent. The best pass coverage is the pass rush. You can't cover forever. I don't care who you're playing or what leverage you're playing or what level you're playing or what coverage you're playing. Guys on Sunday can't cover forever either. That's why those pass rushers get paid so much money. They're at a premium. And so that's really what it's about for us. I think we focused on that a week ago, and guys staying in their lanes. And
Kickoff on Kool TV. When you are hungry and on the go, stop by the Rams Dairy Bar for your next meal. Rams Dairy Bar offers mouth-watering cheeseburgers and hot dogs made any way you like them, with plenty of sides to choose from. Don't forget to grab an ice cream cone to go or a hand-dipped milkshake with a variety of flavors. Rams Dairy Bar also offers a full selection of flavored coffees to get your day moving in the right direction. The next time you're hungry and don't know where to go, swing by the Rams Dairy Bar, proud supporters of Raceland Athletics for over 25 years.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for. Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Ram Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs. See the great folks at Ram Pharmacy located on Green Avenue in Raceland. Stop by or give them a call, 606-836-RAMS. Getting ready for Newport Central Catholic and Raceland here on JFL night. A beautiful night. Sun has gone down, and it has cooled down probably at least about 10 degrees since doing so. Let's meet tonight's officials. They're brought to you in part by Tri-State Ophthalmology. For all your eye care needs, see the great folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology, 2841 Lexington Avenue in Ashland, providing complete eye care with compassion. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. Our referees, Gavin Ramsey. Head lineman is Michael Wire. The back judge is Matthew Hutchinson. Line judge, Jeff Callahan. And the side judge is Gary Cornwell. Speaking of that weather, it is, as we said, a beautiful evening, and tonight's weather is brought to you in part by Air Supreme. For supreme service you can count on, visit AirSupremeLLC.com. 80 degrees, muggy and warm. Winds 5 to 10. Looks like they pretty much subsided much of the evening. It's going to be a pretty cool and calm night with the winds, but it's going to stay muggy throughout. One final break. We'll take it. We'll return for kickoff. Raceland and Newport Central Catholic next on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care, plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we get you ready for captains making their way out to the midfield stripe this evening. Rams will be in the black tops, white bottoms. Newport Central Catholic, white tops and blue bottoms. Gold helmets for the Thoroughbreds. The Rams in those orange domes with the horns down the sides. I really wasn't a big fan of them when I first saw them, Ken, at the beginning of the season. I think they're starting to grow on us a little bit.
Yeah.
I talked with the guys about that a little bit on the show the other night. It was like, it's kind of there. You kind of feel like that it's there, but it's a good look.
The first night I watched the show with you and Coach Sammons, I had to do a double take because I saw the helmets there on the table. I thought, what have they done here? But it really looks good. Blends in well with the jerseys, no question about it.
Captains for the Rams tonight, Parker Ison, Max Burton, Carson Bowden, and Chris Spradlin. Good to see Bowden back after he got a little bit injured there in that Pikeville game, missed last week, but does look like he'll be back in action here tonight. First time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll upload it directly to your mobile device. Also tonight, I beg for your mercy a little bit. I've got a brand new crew that I'm working tonight, and they are all my students here at Raceland Worthington Schools. So before you go, if something goes a little sideways a little bit, before you go off the deep end on us, give them a little bit of second here. Let them work. Yeah. They're high school kids, and they're doing their best, and they're learning on the job. So that's one of the things we're doing here tonight. It's one of my great things that I have here with my media program. But I've got a freshman as our executive producer tonight. Yeah. It's funny, last night I took him out to Boyd County to train. Mm-hmm. He worked with my son Trey, and I was running a camera, and he goes, "Mr. Collier, this is weird. You're supposed to be telling me what I'm doing, and I'm telling you." I said, "Yeah, welcome to the big seat, my man."
There you go.
So, but Gatlin Stevens will be our executive producer tonight. The camera angle you see from up top, that's Philip Rourke, a recent graduate
does a good
from
job.
Raceland. He has done a lot of stuff with me. He's never done football until last night.
Good.
So we've got him on there. And then on the field level cameras, Presley DeWeese.
It's not DeWeese, by the way.
No, it's DeWeese. And then the lady you see there in the purple, that's my wife. She's going to be on a camera in just a little bit.
She's multitasking.
Yeah, she's got to do some photography work for the Independent, and then she'll be on the camera tower. But we'll get you all covered up all the way across the board here. And then, of course, all the scores are rolling across the bottom of your screen. Those are the scores from around the area. And one thing I got to fix, I was doing my test earlier, and you know what I forgot to do? Turn that stinking thing down. My goodness, it's running 100 miles an hour.
I saw Cam at a red light in town, and I said, "You working with us tonight?" And said, "No, I've got other plans."
Yeah.
He says, "I'm probably fired." I said, "Well, it hasn't been the first time."
Yeah, we've got so we've got the big thing of coming out this weekend. It's the Helping Appalachia. So Chris Stapleton, Tyler Childers are out there doing that concert and everything. So it is what it is, but hey, we'll make do with what we've got, and happy to have everyone along with us here this evening,
covered.
Including welcome in our fans and friends from up north, following along with their Thoroughbreds. Great to have you guys tuned in on the stream. Enjoy the stream here tonight, and hope you enjoy what you see.
They brought a few folks as well.
They did. Traveled down nicely, about 2.5 hours down from up in Covington. We made the trip up last year.
Yeah.
Now, Newport Central Catholic, they hope to have their field open next year. They've kind of shared fields with Newport and Covcath. We played up there last year, played at Covcath, played in the Hurricane. It was a crazy night. And but it was a beautiful facility. I can't say enough about all the great folks from Newport Central Catholic. They were so nice to us, welcomed us in, allowed us to come in. We actually streamed the game last year. My son and I went up there and did the game, and I can't say enough about everything they do. Their head coach, Stephen Lickert, he does a phenomenal job with his program, and this is one of those that they like having this team on the schedule. It's a Class A team, spent some years in Class 2A, and back in 1A now, but this one should be a good one.
And the Thoroughbreds, like the Rams, they're well respected throughout the state. A really, really good crowd again as well. When I pulled in, I saw all the cars. I'm over by the high school, then I get up here, and there was all kinds of spots. So I got my walk-in for the night.
Now, one thing I'm going to go ahead and caution you about tonight with the way this Newport Central Catholic team does, every kick will be either an onside or a squib. That's the only type of kicks that they do.
So the front guys for the Rams got to be prepared.
They've got to be prepared. We talked about that a lot earlier this week on the show.
Yeah, Raceland's only got one guy back, and he's probably not going to see it, as you just said. Vanderhoof back there, and he's not going to, as you probably mentioned, probably won't even touch it.
So the Rams, 5 men across that 50-yard line as the big left-footed kicker comes through, sends this one down the middle. That's Vanderhoof that scoops it up. He'll take it up right up the far side hash mark, spins across the 40, out near the 45, and a good start to get things rolling here for the Rams.
I guess he did touch it. He got a nice block over there on the right side to get that extra gain.
Yeah, they had it on the 45 and marked it back to the 44.
I love it. That's what happens when you put 7 officials out there instead of 5. So first down and 10 for the Rams as the birthday boy Jake Waller brings his crew out, celebrating his 18th today. He'll start with Sonic and Tails in the backfield of Marucci and Stiltner. 5 hats across the line. It's a 3-3-5 stack for the Thoroughbreds. They'll pitch it out near side of Marucci. Marucci finds a big hole, cuts back inside. He's across midfield, dragging a man with him before he finally goes down after getting down inside of Thoroughbreds territory on a gain of 9.
Defensive tackle Aiden Tillman, the junior, finally brought him down.
All first downs tonight brought to you in part by our great friends at Johnson Chiropractic, as well as all those trips inside the orange zone. From the near side, Mark, for this, be second down and 1 for the Rams. Twin set for Waller from the gun. Marucci in his right hip pocket. Waller rolling out right, looking, wants to throw. He's got a man wide open far sideline as making the catch over there. I'm trying to see his number. That's Parker Eisen. So out to the 35, a gain of 12, and a Johnson Chiropractic first down. Far side hash mark for the Rams now as Marucci and Stiltner will go in the backfield. Rousey and Davidson on the near side. Eisen on the boundary right. 3 hats across the line. The take to give. Stiltner knifing his way right up the gut. He'll get up near the 30 on a gain of 5.
Freshman coming in to make the stop, and Will Meyer.
Excuse me, they moved him back to the 31. I can already see I'm going to have to give these guys a second because they don't like hash marks. That offensive line back to normal tonight with Carson Bowden, the center, returning. Chris Crum, Isaac Horsley on the guards. Ian Vance, Jacob Literal, Bryson Rousey out on the tackle spots. Here's the take to give as Stiltner right up the gut.
26.
Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. Right between the hash marks for the Rams on the season. Just over 41% on third down per conversion attempts, 12 of 29. Marucci starts in the right side pocket of Waller. They'll give it to Marucci. He's got first down yardage and more as he rumbles right up the gut and goes down inside the 20 and inside the Johnson Chiropractic orange zone on a Johnson Chiropractic first down.
Yeah, that front line for the Rams opened up a hole, and the Rams are looking pretty impressive on their first possession here offensively.
Gain of 8 down to the 18. The Rams want to go fast now. Here's Marucci right up the gut. A little surge ahead.
Down to the 12. Gain 6.
A gain of 6 down to the 12. 2nd and 4 for the Rams. Nine minutes to go here in the opening frame. Arnett joins the backfield this time in a double-barrel shotgun look for Waller. They'll give it off to Marucci or to Stiltner. Stiltner lost the football. Arnett was there to pounce on it. The Rams will recover it. And they'll get it down to the 10-yard line and make it 3rd down and 2.
Good job for Jonah looking to see where the football was when it came out.
The Rams have converted 1 3rd down on this drive. They want to throw it. They come out near side, and it was nearly picked off. It was Jack Stevie who broke on it and knocked it down. He was thinking 6, but the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 8:19 to play here in the first and bring up 4th down. Rams will stay on the field. 4th down tries this season, 2 of 5 for 40%. They'll go in the team formation this time. Waller crawls up under center. They'll give it off to Stiltner. He lowers the shoulder. He goes across the 5 and down inside the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal on the Johnson Chiropractic 1st down for Stiltner.
He just went right over Stevie with no problem.
Stiltner, 37 carries for 346 on the season. 6 touchdowns for the junior, averaging just under 87 a game. Here's an end around coming back this way. That's going to be Arnett that gets in for the 6th. Touchdown, Raceland.
Touchdown.
My mistake. Eisen gets in for the 6. 8:02 to play here in the opening frame.
Well, if I can only see the side of them, I'm just guessing at the number.
So Waller out for the extra point attempt, 12 of 13 on the season. Extra point is up and is good. And with 8:02 to play here in the first, Rams lead at 7-0. Back after this on Kool TV.
Raceland 7.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
A nice drive for the Rams as they go 10 plays, 56 yards, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. And they punch it in for 6 and take an early 7-0 lead. Kickoff by Morris goes to the 8-yard line, returning it to the far sideline. That's Eddie Bivens, and he'll be chased out into his bench. And that's where the Thoroughbreds will take over for their first possession tonight, down 7-0.
Racing on their first possession, a lot of running plays and a couple throws, and they get on the scoreboard first here in Raceland, 7-0, halfway home in the first quarter.
7:56 to go here in the opening frame. So the senior quarterback of Emmanuel Miles brings his crew out. He'll go trips to the wide side of the field. Wants to throw on 1st down, looks far sideline, going for the home run ball, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go down the far sideline looking for Grayson Schweimer. Max Burton was meeting him step for step. Pass falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. Miles on the season, 38 of 59, 426 yards, 4 touchdowns. Did not report any stats from last week, though, in the loss to Cooper. Here's a handoff to the far sideline. Logan Lockwood stands his man up. As that was number 20, Mario League, that got stood up. It's 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Lockwood met him right there at the door and took him back.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 8. Beautiful evening here in Ramland.
Mm-hmm.
Rams leading at 7-0. Bivens in the pocket to the right of Miles from the gun. He rolls out right, wants to throw, slings it near side. It was nearly picked off. Brody Brumfield had a beat on it. The Rams were looking for their 6th interception of the season, but the pass falls incomplete. And the Thoroughbreds will go 3 and out on their opening possession. So 4th down and 8. High kick. Arnett settles under it. He's got some room. Comes up the near side across midfield, and a good return there by the junior.
Late flag, got a ram with the helmet off. Rousey lost his helmet, and the flag came out.
Let's see what we get. So they've got it out to the 49 of the Thoroughbreds, and then we'll get 15 yards on the backside of that. So add 15 to it. So the Rams will have it from the 39. No, excuse me. I hit the wrong button. That's my mistake on that. I hit 10 instead of 15.
We know
there
why
we
the
go.
helmet came off. It was a face mask.
Yeah, down to the 34. So from the 34, 7:01 to play here in the opening frame. 7-0 Raceland. 1 game final already. Boyd County defeated Fairview last night, 49-0. It was homecoming for the Lions.
Of course, they played that last night because of the concert
that
tonight.
concert this weekend.
Yep.
So Waller in the backfield with Stiltner, 2 to the boundary left. Play action, Waller wants to throw, going for a home run ball, going down the post, looking for Eisen, and it's incomplete. It was well defended downfield by Schweimer. 2nd down and 10. Penalty marker on the field. We got a hold against the Rams, so we'll play it again. Raceland on the season, averaging roughly 5 penalties a game for 49 yards. They've been flagged 20 times for 196. 13 for 113 of those came down US 23 2 weeks ago. Great look there, field level from our cameras as Jake Waller parks forward on 1st and 20. He gives it off to Marucci. He will cut right up the gut, gets tangled up after crossing the 40s. Dumped at the 39, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and long. What did I say? I'm sorry. I'm just going to cut. I've got about 16,000 things going through my head tonight. So if I say something wrong, just help me.
I'll call you on your mistake.
I love it. Here's Arnett. He gets swallowed up in the backfield as getting him there and wrapping him up for the loss was Vander Hundemir. And then penalty markers flying all over the place. Oprah Winfrey has entered the building.
Yeah, got some John going on early here in the quarter.
He's maybe offsetting on the backside.
Those will be offsetting.
Gavin Ramsey just looked towards Stephen Likert and was kind of making the motion of somebody jawing. So
He's still jawing.
the ball goes, it was at the 39. It was, so Arnett's down back at the 42.
It all kind of started when the Ram lost his face mask. Now we've had 2 more penalties after that.
Should be third down. They
need to give that one lineman an Academy Award for his.
Yeah, it should be third down because the penalty came on the back of the play. Now they've got it fixed now. It is third down and 18 now. So back to the 42-yard line of the Thoroughbreds for the Rams.
I think he was a little flustered.
Waller, the high snap, the give to Arnett, and he's swallowed up as he gets right up the middle. That big front getting in there, that was League that wrapped him up again. It's fourth down for the Rams. Again, a good push there by the defensive front. No gain on the play.
No, once again, they're getting right off the line and getting no problem getting back to the Rams running back, and that's twice they've got back there in a hurry. Fourth down.
4th and 18. The Rams will have to punt it away. Averaging 2 punts a game. They've punted it 8 times this season. Waller gets a good one on this one, and this one's going to tumble into the end zone for a touchback. So 5:32 to play here in the opening quarter. And the Thoroughbreds will have it first down and 10 from their own 20. If you see any scores that are across the bottom of your screen that we don't have tonight, shoot those to me in the text box there. We'll get all those updated. We'll check them out throughout the games as well. So here come the Thoroughbreds for their second possession of the night. Manuel Miles starts in the backfield there with Eddie Bivens. Sets his big offensive line down. They'll give it off to Bivens on a dive right up the gut. He's met immediately by Logan Lockwood. He's helped there by a wall of black jerseys. Bivens will pick up 1, maybe 2. Take him out to the 23 on a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Burke's got his hand on him as well. 3 on the carry.
7-0 Raceland. They scored on their opening series after forcing the ball down the field 10 times to put it in the end zone. Manuel wants to throw. Rifles this one far sideline, and it was incomplete. That has got to be an incatchable or not catchable ball, though.
There's no way they were going to get that.
That ball was 8 feet over his head.
So we'll get a pass interference on Max Burton. So the 15-yard penalty will take it out to the Thoroughbreds' 38-yard line. That kid couldn't have caught that ball from a trampoline. Either way, 1st and 10 for the visiting Thoroughbreds, who pick up their first down of the ball game. Two men in the backfield this time. As Henry Brooks is back there, they give it off to Bivens. He's got a huge hole off on the near side. Arnett's trying to chase him down.
Oh.
He slips a tackle, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Eddie Bivens. 62 yards on the run. And with 4:41 to play here in the opening frame, the Thoroughbreds an extra point away from evening this thing at 7. So the extra point attempt is up and is good. Tied at 7, 4:41 to play here in the first. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Well, a nice drive for the Thoroughbreds. 3 plays, 80 yards, 50 seconds they take. And Eddie Bivens scampers 62 yards to the house. And we're even at 7 with 4:41 to play here in the first as we welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Found one hole, Kent, and he was able to slip a tackle just past midfield and was off to the races.
Thought the Rams, the defensive guy was going to get him. He tripped him up, but he just broke it, and we got a tie game at 7. And that cat had some speed going down the field on this turf.
Well, boom this one away. This is uncharacteristic. And Vanderhoof's going to have to scoop this one up, but he'll fall on it inside the 5.
Wow.
So the Rams are going to be stuck with the shadow of their own end zone on their backs. And I believe they're going to put it at the 3.
Coach Licker changing up the kicking game. That's inside the 5 for the Rams. Rams probably wasn't expecting that, were they?
No, that's not anything they saw on film by any means.
And they got some work to do to get out of the hole. 4:41, we're tied at 7 from Raceland.
We're starting field position for the Rams all season right here. Marucci in the backfield with Waller on 1st down and 10. Wants to throw from his own end zone. Steps up in the pocket. He goes right up the middle. He's got all kinds of room. Pinballs off of a man past the 20.
That'll work.
And we'll get the Rams well downfield on a nice run on a Johnson chiropractic 1st down. They'll take him out to the 20 on a gain of 17.
1st down.
Last week, 5 carries for 60 yards. None were designed carries. It was kind of plays like that right there that he just took what was given. Twin set on 1st and 10. They give this one off to the tailback. That's Marucci. He slips as he cuts in the hole.
No gain.
2nd down and 10 coming up. Marucci, 35 carries, 198, 2 touchdowns on the season. Both of those coming last week. He had 3 total last week. Also had a receiving touchdown. Waller wants to throw, zips it out near sideline. Eli Evans makes the grab, gets up to the 25. Let's see if they...
26-yard line.
Stevie on the stop for Newport.
3rd and 4 coming up for the Rams. And we got a timeout for a cramp right here on the Rams sideline. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by our good folks at Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see the good folks at Kurt Robinson Insurance. Don't forget to stay with us at the halftime as we'll present to you the Glockner of Ashland halftime show for the best selection of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars and trucks. Visit Glockner of Ashland, located on Greenup Avenue, or check them out online at glocknerofashland.com. Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's event, we'll have the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game.
Got the cramp taken care of, and we're about ready to go again. 7-7 here in the first quarter. Rams need 4 for a 1st down from the 26. We might see a few more cramps. It got warm.
It's a muggy night tonight.
It's warm out there, especially when the kids got those pads on.
Offset pistol look this time. Waller play action, rolling out right, throwing right. He's got Marucci, who makes the grab at the 30 up the far sideline, and he goes out of bounds after crossing the 40 out near the 45.
Late flag.
So probably some additional yardage is going to be tacked on the end of this. Let's see. Looks like they're going to be out to about the 43. Maybe the 44 or 43. Make a pick, Mr. Official. And we got a face mask against Newport Central Catholic. So out to the 43 on a gain of 17. And then another 15 on the backside of that for the face mask. We'll take it down to the Thoroughbreds 42-yard line. And another Johnson chiropractic first down. Raceland's 8th of the ball game.
It's 2 penalties that come from the face mask side of things. Rams were in a hole. Now they got it at the 42.
1st and 10. Waller rolling out left. He's just going to tuck it and take the edge and scamper out of bounds. He'll cross down around just around the 35. So take him down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2. Clock resting. 3:06 to play here in the first. We're all even at 7. Raceland scored on their first series. Newport Central scored on their second. Here's Arnett. Goes right up the gut. He'll drag the pile down to the 30, but that'll move the sticks. And a Johnson chiropractic first down.
Well, he got a good block on the front.
First down.
9th first down of the ball game for the Rams.
Last couple possessions, the front line for the Rams have opened up some nice holes for the runners in the backfield for the QB.
Trips right, 1 to the boundary left. That's Rousey. Direct snap in the wild ram to Eisen. He scampers across the 25. He'll get down to about the 23 on a gain of 7. Now they'll back it up to the 24, make it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. That's something you get with Eisen when you go into that position is he can run it. He can also throw it.
Well, it's a double threat, and that's what he brings to the table here on the field.
He'll go out wide this time.
And he does it both things that he does very, very well.
Arnett in the backfield with Waller. They'll give it off to Arnett. Arnett diving right up the gut. Give him a couple. It'll be 3rd and 2. So 3rd down and 2 as we cross over the 2-minute mark here in the first frame, all tied at 7. Rams in the ball game, 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. They'll go in the T formation this time. Arnett, Marucci, and Stiltner. The take to give to Stiltner. He makes a man miss. Far side, slips a tackle at the 5 and gets into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Raceland.
That was a nice move. Juked him.
Landon Stiltner takes it in for the 6. And with 1:35 to play here in the opening frame, the Rams get back on top. It's 13-7. Nice run there by Stiltner, the 22-yard gainer. And now out for the extra point is Mr. Waller. Kick is up, splits the uprights. That makes it 14-0. A good answer, Kent, when you look at how they went down the field their second series and really kind of got stymied in the middle of the field. And that time right there made a little bit of adjustments, got the passing game going, and then come right back right up the gut.
I mean, you start from the 3-yard line, you take it all the way down the field, and you score with 1:35 less in the first quarter. This team is a veteran team. They've got some young guys, but they showed no panic. They've been in that position before. They knew what to do, and they got it done, and they've got the lead.
14-7. Rams in front. Ashland in front of Russell, 21-0. East leading West Carter, 14-0 in the battle for the barrel over in Grayson tonight.
And now this season they've got fried Oreos and Kona Ice is here again tonight too.
Hot and sticky night here for the Rams. Halfway point of the season. Hard to believe we're at the halfway point of the regular season.
Yeah.
Rams will exercise their bye week next week. Then we make the trip down to Hazard. And then back home for the most 3 important games of the regular season, those district conference games. Fairview, Paris here at home. They go to Nicholas County and then close things out at East Carter. Near sideline, that's Bivens from the 10. Finds a huge hole, comes up the near sideline. Seth Morris pins him to the edge. And a good return there by Bivens as he'll get it across midfield. Nice job there by Seth Morris to kind of pin him in to allow Arnett to get behind him. But they'll take him down to the 47-yard line of the Rams.
And getting that right side of the field again, and good position for the Thoroughbreds late in the first quarter down a TD. They got some speed.
Yes, they do. Bivens is a dude. There's no doubt about it. That cat can flat out run. We've already seen him do it once.
Mm-hmm.
Two men in the backfield this time for Newport Central Catholic. Henry Brooks and League. They'll give it to League on a sweep to the left, trying to find a crease, and he gets sandwiched. That was Jackson King in pursuit. Logan Lockwood finished him up. He's going to lose one back to the 48 at 2nd and 11. That's something that Raceland does a really good job of, not allowing them to get that edge when they try those stretch plays.
Yeah, they had pretty much a 2-on-1 there, and defense out there with no problem. Under a minute.
Big hello to our good buddy Ron Keaton, who's tuned in watching at home tonight. Greatly appreciate his support this season for the Inside Raceland Football Show. Also providing us our T-shirts to give to the players for the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game. And I believe we got a delay of game. Clock is at 0. And we do. So the penalty will back it up 5 and make it 2nd and 16. Don't forget tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network at 10 a.m. I'll go across the line and step inside the sports octagon as we'll catch up with all the scores from around high school football tonight. Major League Baseball in that final 2-week push toward the postseason. College football, NFL, all of it tomorrow morning right here at 10 on the Total Media Sports Network. And, of course, the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week. I have been steaming on this one all week long. All right, Bivens in the right pocket with Miles. They'll sling it out to the far sideline. He's got his man there of Schwirmer. He'll get out near midfield before being pushed out of bounds. Bring up 3rd down and long. Let's see if he's going to give him the 50. And that's exactly where they're going to go. A gain of 3, so 3rd and 13. 17 seconds to go, and we get a timeout.
They're going to put time back on the spot.
Please reset the game clock to 29 seconds. Ironton leading Jackson 21-7. First quarter over at the Tank tonight. Stephen Lickard still letting the coaches, from the coaching side over there, letting the officials have it. All right, here we go. Back underway, 3rd and long. Miles, a design run right up the gut, and he's just going to fall forward before getting to the 40. It'll be 4th down. And I would imagine that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter as they get him down to the 41. A gain of 9. It's going to be 4th and 4. And the Thoroughbreds will have an opportunity here to decide what they want to do on the other side of the timeout. We've played one. 14-7 Raceland. 4th and 4 for the Thoroughbreds. When we return after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
When you are hungry and on the go, stop by the Rams Dairy Bar for your next meal. Rams Dairy Bar offers mouth-watering cheeseburgers and hot dogs made any way you like them, with plenty of sides to choose from. Don't forget to grab an ice cream cone to go or a hand-dipped milkshake with a variety of flavors. Rams Dairy Bar also offers a full selection of flavored coffees to get your day moving in the right direction. The next time you're hungry and don't know where to go, swing by the Rams Dairy Bar, proud supporters of Raceland Athletics for over 25 years. Back in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we head to the second. 14-7, Raceland in front of Newport Central Catholic alongside Kent Robinson. I'm James Collier. Happy to have you along with us here tonight on a beautiful evening here on JFL night. A lot of youngsters here tonight, Ken. It was all of them.
They did everybody.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders, the kids.
They started with the cross-country group for the elementary school, then went right into the cheerleaders, and then the players. A lot of youngsters here tonight.
Yeah, it's good they do that. A lot of schools do that because, you know, they're going to be your future Rams down the road.
All right, here we go. 4th and 4 for the Thoroughbreds from the Rams' 41-yard line. They'll move it toward the softball field this time. A beautiful shot there from behind. High school kids, people, it's what I'm telling you right here. Here we go. Miles wants to throw it. Rifles this one out. He's got his man there who makes the grab, as it was a low throw to Jack Stevie, but he gets that one in and moves the sticks. And a first down as he'll get it down to the 35 on a gain of 6. Miles tonight 2 of 4, only 9 yards. He threw that one like he was trying to throw it 90 yards. This is not a typo, I believe. Wheelersburg leads Valley 49-7 in the first quarter. How is that even possible? We've got that game on Kool TV as well over at Valley.
I did my game a while back at Valley.
Here's a give to Bivens, trying to search for a hole. Makes a nice spin move, goes off the right side, and turns nothing into something, I should say. Brody Brumfield stopped him, but a nice spin move there by Mr. Bivens. They'll take him across the 30, down to the 27. That's a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. B button, if you will. Billy Hughes tuned in tonight from Illinois. Mr. Hughes, hope all is doing well with you. A minute gone here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 2 for the Thoroughbreds, who trail it by 7. Trips to the wide side of the field. Miles from the gun. Sets his offense down. He's going to keep it himself. Surveying, looking for a big hole. He'll dive off the right edge and will probably pick it up.
Down to the 24.
So give him a gain of 3. He needed 2. 1st down and 10. 4th first down of the ball game.
Jonah Arnett finally brought him down.
So Thoroughbreds trying to even things up here. Play clock's at 8. Miles is going to have to hustle. He's trying to get his wide side of the field set. Play clock at 3, now 2 and 1. Wants to throw. Rifles it across the outside edge. He's got his man there. That's Schweimer who makes the grab. Rousey wraps him up, but that should move the sticks, and another first down for the Thoroughbreds as they'll go down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line on a gain of 11.
And that was just a bullet right to his receiver.
And we talked about that on the show Wednesday night.
Man.
This kid, watching him on film, he's got an electric arm. He can throw it 50 yards downfield.
Well, that got there in a hurry.
And Coach Sammons talked about it. He said he doesn't know that they will face a quarterback with an arm like this all season long.
It got there real quick, and it was solid.
So 1st and 10 from the 13 for the Thoroughbreds. Threatening. Miles wants to go off right side. He'll lower his shoulder, and Brody Brumfield will take him down. Bryson Rousey's also there. He'll get down to the 10 on a gain of 3. And that's something that Miles offers. He can do things with his feet.
He's versatile. That's no doubt about that.
Leading rusher coming in to this game for this team. And he's just an athlete. You can see that young man, a senior. We've seen him in the last couple of years. I mean, he's been a guy. The one thing that the Rams are happy to see, the number 26 isn't back there anymore. That kid, his name was Kool. He was a dude. Here's a handoff right up the gut, as that's Bivens.
They're definitely knocking on the door. Rams need a stop.
Yeah, down to the 7. They want to go quickly. So 3rd down and 4. Inside of 9 to play here in the first. Miles pitches it out to Bivens, and he gets met in the backfield. Landon Goodall comes in and nearly took the pitch. Wow, what a play there by Landon Goodall.
Got a big hit of the game.
No gain on the play. Let's see. Yeah, actually, loss of 2 back to the 8. Loss of 1, 4th and 5 now.
That's stepping up to the plate right there with 4th down coming up.
Goodall had his 2nd interception of the season last week. A pick 6 at that. And now the Thoroughbreds trying to convert on their 2nd, 4th down of the ballgame. Twin set for Miles. Wants to look to the right. Finds a big hole. Comes right up the gut. Lowers the shoulder, trying to push to the pile. He'll get stood up at the goal line, but it's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 1.
He was in midair almost.
A gain of 7.
1st and goal for the Thoroughbreds.
So 1st down and goal for the Thoroughbreds. Inside of 8 minutes to play. Kevin March just said, no typo, Wheelersburg 49, Valley 7. Wow. All right, they're going to load it up in the backfield as Miles is going to go under center. Tush push, Newport style. Did he get in? Still no signal. And there's the signal. Touchdown, Newport Central Catholic. Emmanuel Miles gets in for the 1-yard touchdown. And with 7:18 to play before halftime, the Thoroughbreds an extra point away from tying this ball game at 14. 2 big 4th down conversions in this contest for the Thoroughbreds that led to that touchdown drive. Vincent Mazaka booms that one through, and we're even at 14. We'll step out for a break. 7:18 to play in the half. All tied at 14. Back after this on Kool TV.
Newport 14.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Well, a nice sustained drive there by the Thoroughbreds. 12 plays, 47 yards, 6 minutes, 10 seconds. And the 1-yard plunge there from Emmanuel Miles to even the game at 14 as we welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth alongside Kit Robinson. I'm James Collier. Hot and sticky night.
Yep.
It is the 19th of September. It feels like July 19th. Little squib kick comes near side. Marucci will field it at the 41-42 and just fall on it. And this is where Newport Central Catholic would love to force race on a quick stop and get the football back, and then another long sustained drive. They get the football to start the second half as well.
They ate quite a bit of clock in that last drive, and 14-14, I agree with you. They want it back as soon as they can. Rams have other ideas, though. Rams, again, pretty good spot. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Waller with Shannon Marucci in his back pocket. Off to the right. Waller wants to throw. Coming out to the right. Throws a low ball. It was looking toward Parker Eisen, but it's incomplete. It's 2nd down. Waller tonight, 3 of 5, 35 yards. I got to say, they got to move the football. They've got the football back too far. They've got it should be at the 42. It's in between the 41 and the 42. There we go. You don't need the index card to determine that one.
No. Well, you're a math teacher, so you got that real quick, didn't you?
Double barrel shotgun look, Waller. The take to give. Nice move right up the gut. That's Stiltner. Stiltner looking for the outside. He's got the edge. Trying to get to the end zone across the 20. It's a sprint down the sideline, and Stiltner takes it to the house.
Impressive.
He's going to step out of bounds just shy of the end zone, but it's going to be 1st and goal for the Rams. What a run by Landon Stiltner.
We'll talk about Newport showing some speed on this turf field, and then the Rams do the same thing. Nice run.
Out at the 4-yard line, a gain of 54. It's a Johnson chiropractic. First down, it was not a touchdown. It should be 14-14. So now they'll go into the T formation. Waller crawls up under center. The take to give. This is Marucci on a dive right up the gut, and he'll pick up 1, maybe 2.
Give him 3.
Flags.
And we got Laundry on the field now as well.
That one coming after the play had ended, so I'm sure we got some jawing again.
They've been jawing from the word go.
Yep.
And let's see what our white hat Mr. Gavin Ramsey has to say. Okay, so it'll be down to the 1 and then half the distance of the goal. So it'll be from the half, that famous half-yard line. And this may just be a Waller sneak. We saw this last week. Waller crawls up under center. He'll give it off to Stiltner coming to the right side, and Stiltner untouched into the end zone for 6. His 7th rushing touchdown of the season, and the Rams jump back in front. It's 20-14. Well, that was Landon Stiltner all the way home. So now Waller to try to split the uprights. Extra point is up and true. 21-0, or 21-14, excuse me. Rams in front. So that drive for the Rams, 4 plays, 58 yards. And most of it coming from Mr. Stiltner as he scampers down for another game of 100-yard rushing. 9 carries for 108.54 on that big run there, Kent.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the biggest thing that we've talked about this year with Landon is the fact of he's healthy. And you can really see the difference this year. Where last year he was battling some stuff. This year he is really getting in there and doing what he needs to do.
And he proved it right there on that run, and there was no issues. And it's really good. It's really glad he's all healthy again because the Rams need him.
Greenup County leading Fleming County 30-8. Belfry leading Pikeville 21-0. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check all the scoring and stats from this one as we present it, the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show right here on Kool TV.
Got us a game.
It's kind of gone back and forth. Now let's see who can make a stand.
They definitely got the kickoff covered. 3 up front, 2 in the back. Here comes another one.
So Morris, little pooch kick to the near sideline. It's fielded at the 27, and he gets hammered. I believe that was Braden King, or was that Eli Evans? I'm trying to see the number. That's Eli Evans who made the catch or the tackle downfield. Nice job by Eli Evans there.
That guy got the football, and he was down. Special teams getting down the field in a big old hurry.
So down at the 29-yard line, 6:38 to go before halftime. Now, a last drive for the Thoroughbreds. It was 6 minutes and 10 seconds, and it was just a long, sustained drive. That's what this Newport Central Catholic team wants to do. Raceland wants to get a quick, sustained 3-and-out, get that football back, and try to go down and extend this lead.
The clock stands right now at 6:38.
There's Kenny Lax, calls a fumble. Miles with Bivens in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Rifles it out to the far sideline. Has his man who makes the catch, slips a tackle, and gets out across the 40. The man hauling it in on the far side there was Thomas Messmer. And he just made a nice move and got upfield.
And Jackson King brings him down and already gets 3 or 4 more yards.
Gain of 11 on the play. This is something that we've seen, kind of the way that the Thoroughbreds have been moving with the football. They're taking their time. They are in no hurry to rush up there and snap it. They're trying to use every second off that play clock.
Time management before the break.
Double barrel shotgun look for Miles on 1st and 10 as this one is lost, and Miles will just fall on it. He'll fall on it back at the 35 on a loss of 5. A great look there from behind the huddle. So a loss of 5. So make it 2nd and 15 now. 5.5 to go here in the opening frame. Rams leading at 21-14. Miles sets his big offensive line down. The give to Bivens. Bivens trying to shed a tackle. Comes right off of left tackle. And a wall of black jerseys, and it's a rugby scrum as Bivens gets pushed across the 40 and out to the 43. A gain of 8. It makes it 3rd down and 7.
He didn't want to come down, did he? That extra effort got them some more yards.
And we get a timeout. Question is who? Bivens is going off. I could see him going off to the sideline. He took a tough blow. I'll just leave it at that. I could see Stephen Lickard as he was talking to the officials, and then Bivens went to the sideline, and as soon as he got to the sideline, he went down to his knees.
And just rolled over. Now he's on his back.
They're going to get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct on Newport Central Catholic. So they'll go back to the 28-yard line, and it's going to be a 3rd down and $22 cab ride.
Not very smart. That's about 3 unsportsmanlike conducts they've had. And they are not helping their own cause right now. And Bivens still down on the track over there.
For the visiting Thoroughbreds, they've been penalized 5 times for 50 yards. 4:57 to go. I believe they wanted some time put back on the clock.
I don't know if they've got a trained staff or not, but there's nobody attended to him, just a football player.
So, okay, so they're going to put the clock back to 5:06.
5 minutes, 6 seconds.
So 3rd and 22 now after the infraction. So they've got to get it to midfield to move the chains. 3 hats across the line for the Rams. Showing blitz off that edge. Miles turns, looks to the sideline with 5 on the play clock. And they're going to get a timeout on the far sideline for the visiting Thoroughbreds as the clock was at 0 as they were snapping it. anybody sees Lawrence County and North Laurel scores, shoot those to us. We're looking for those. Ashland leading Russell 28-0 second quarter.
Battle of the barrel today, isn't it?
21-0 East Carter leading over in Grayson. Greenup running it up on Fleming County 38-8. Rowan County and Clay County have not seen a score on that one. We'll try to find that one. And Belfry leads Pikeville 21-0 in the second quarter. It's going to be weird up being off next week.
What are you going to do?
I've got 2 Marshall volleyball games on Friday and Saturday for ESPN.
Takes care of that. Sorry, Felicia, you're not going out to eat.
I got my first U-Pike game this week. We head down to Pikeville tomorrow evening as the Bears do their home opener. They're doing the ring ceremony tonight. They're getting their rings for the conference championship. I get mine tomorrow.
I was going to say, you better get your
I get my ring tomorrow. I'm excited, so don't worry. It'll be all over social media. I'm excited to get it, but they're doing the ceremony tonight. And, of course, we had the game here, so I couldn't make it. But I talked to Coach Phipps. We talked about game week when home games and talked to him on Thursday night and just trying to pick up a little bit. And, they've put up the points. The 2 teams they've played have been ranked nationally, and just the defense giving up a cheap play at the end, it's got them beat. So they've got Cumberland tomorrow, another team that's receiving votes, and then they've got one final game to play before going into conference play. But looking forward to that tomorrow. But back here, 21-14 Rams, 4:38 to play in the half. 3rd and 22 for the Thoroughbreds. Miles play action. Clean pocket. Airs it out. Going down the far sideline, and where's the Hankies? There they come. Schweimer ran between 2 Rams. It was Max Burton that he got hung up with. And that's the second time Burton tonight has been called for the pass interference. It is not it is not a spot foul. This is not going to be a first down. It is a 15-yard penalty. So that only takes it out to the 43. So make it 3rd and 7 on the 15-yard infraction. Miles takes off, slips a tackle, hits the B button, dives forward toward the midfield. He's short. He needed a full yard. He got a half of it at the end. It's going to be 4th and inches. Needed 7, got 6. The Thoroughbreds have been a perfect 2 of 2. Just 4th and 1. So another long, sustained drive here that seems like the Thoroughbreds have had the football for over 6 or 7 minutes. They've only had it for a little bit over 2, but we've had a lot of stoppages.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Miles is going to try to keep it himself. He'll get the push off the far side edge, and this is going to determine the spot.
We got a flag down here for offsides.
And a penalty marker on the near side next to the Rams bench. And we'll probably have to try this one again. Got an illegal shift on the offense, so that'll move it back 5 and make it 4th and 6. Johnson Central leading Pulaski County 24-0 halftime.
Coach Licker didn't like that call because he was close to getting the first down. Defense was hopefully going to stop him, but now it changes everything.
3:48 to play here before halftime. Clock rested. 21-14 Rams in front. Twins set for Miles. Bivens back in the ball game. He'll start in the left pocket. Play clock's under 10. Now they'll go deep, and this is going to be a pooch kick. Miles is just going to kick this one away. Hits a line drive that takes a Newport Central Catholic bounce at the 20, across the 15, 10, rolling down to the 5. How about the 4, maybe the 3?
Wow.
Nice kick there by Mr. Miles, and he nearly kicked it a mile. as they'll go down inside the 5, and they're going to put it at the 4. 52-yard kick, no return. And the Rams will have their second worst starting field position tonight, which is crazy to think, starting from the 4-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They started from the 3 earlier.
Well, they got out of one hole. Hopefully they can get out of this one.
Great look there from the end zone. Waller and Stiltner.
That's a great picture right there.
Play action Waller going for a home run ball coming near sideline, and it was incomplete. Eisen checked up, and he well overthrew him. The closest man there was Graydon Schweimer. So the pass falls incomplete. Brings up the second down and 10. Clock stopped, 3:33 to play here in the first half. North Laurel leading Lawrence County 13-0.
That at Lawrence.
That game at halftime. Second and 10. The take to give. Right up the gut. Fighting for extra yardage and never got him on the ground. That's Landon Stiltner. So take him out to the 10-yard line, a gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4. Rams want to go quick. Marucci in the backfield. And Waller gets the line to jump, and he's going to get a fresh 5 out of it. That's going to move the sticks and another first down for the Rams.
Yeah, Preston Alford jumped too soon.
So they'll take it out to the 15. And the Rams will pick up their 12th first down of the contest.
Helps you get out of the hole with another penalty. The penalties are really racking up in this first half for the Thoroughbreds. They are not
7 for 60.
That's a bunch.
Ironton leads 35-3 over Jackson. Double barrel shotgun look. The take, the give. Stiltner coming near sideline. Here goes Sonic. Delivers a stiff arm. Derrick Henry, eat your heart out. As he comes down the near sideline and moves the sticks on a Johnson chiropractic first down. 37-yard line. That's a gain of 22. And Landon Stiltner, 11 carries for 136 on the night. 2 tutties already. Marucci in the backfield this time. 3 receivers left, 1 right. That's Evans. The give to Marucci. Cuts right up the middle. Sheds a tackle. Gets swept off his feet at the 45. Falls forward for a couple more. And a nice run there by Tails.
He just spurted right out of there. Another young kid that's got some speed on this Ram team.
Out to the 48 on a gain of 11. Another Johnson chiropractic first down. The 14th of the ballgame. Rams going quickly out near midfield. A quick out near side Evans. Evans cuts back inside, slips a tackle, gets midfield, down the sideline and gets tackled into his own bench. But a nice job there by Eli Evans to keep the play alive and turn what was going to look like a loss on the play into a nice gain down in Newport Central Catholic territory and a gain of 7 to the 45, 2nd and 3.
He got hit, did not stop, kept on going, and got the Rams more yards.
Clay County leads Rowan County 22-14 at the half over in Moorhead. Here's a pitch near side. Stiltner pinballs off a man, tries to crawl over him like a bulldozer. That should move the sticks for another first down for the Rams.
He ran right over Bivens. It's good to see him back in the ball game, but he just ran right over him.
Got him down to the 42 on a gain of 3. So the 15th first down for the Rams. All first downs this season brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson Chiropractic. Rams in the T formation. The take to give. Here's Stiltner coming near sideline. He's across the 35 down near the 30.
He's feeling it.
They're going to call it the 33.
So down to the 33, a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Landon Stiltner adding up the totals, 13 for 148 tonight. Raceland with 256 total yards of offense. They've got 214 on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout by Newport Central Catholic with 1:44 to play here before halftime. So Newport Central Catholic using their second timeout of the half. So they've got one left. Raceland still with all three. This is something Raceland, Kent, would like to do, is try to milk out as much of this clock as you possibly can and not hand it back to the Thoroughbreds.
They still got some timeouts to use, and again, pretty impressive getting out of the hole once again, getting down to the other end of the field. Got to tell the running backs for the Rams, they're getting some good blocking, opening up some holes.
And, I talked with Coach Sammons before the game, and I said last week, you rush for over 300 yards.
I mean, you got to credit them guys we're only averaging throwing
the ball about 15 times a game, and he said it's really not what we planned on doing this year. He said, but it's just kind of the pitches that's been given to us, and we take what's there.
You go what what's saying, you're giving what your giving.
Yeah, you play the hand you're given.
Yeah, exactly.
So 2nd down and 1 out of the timeout. Marucci in the backfield with Waller. They'll give it to him. He'll go right up the gut. He's got first down yardage and more. He's pushing the pile across. He'll drag him in down to the 20 and down inside the Johnson Cower practical orange zone. First down and 10.
Yeah, he didn't want to come down. That's what the weight room shows you right there, guys.
Gain of 14 on the play and a 16th Johnson Cower practical first down for the Rams who want to go quick. This time it's Marucci. Now it's back to Stiltner. Stiltner tries to cut right back in the A gap, and he'll get down near the 15. So a gain of 3 on the play makes it 2nd and 7, and now the Rams are going to burn their first time out of the half with 1:14 to play. Stay tuned with us at the half. It's the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show. We'll check all the scoring and stats for this one, scores from around the area, and get you ready for the second half of action. This one's been a good one. Raceland leading at 21-14. Final game before going into the bye week. Then the Rams will take off to Hazard in 2 weeks. Then they return home for homecoming and district play with Fairview, followed by Paris for senior night. Then 2 games on the road. They'll close out district play with Nicholas County, and then over to Grayson and a reuniting matchup with the East Carter Raiders. It's been a while since those two have played.
It's been some years, hasn't it?
2015, I believe, was the last year they played, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to go off of memory, but I think it was somewhere right there in the 20-teen mids. East leads West Carter 28-0. That game headed to the half. Pikeville down 21-3 at halftime to Belfry. All right, out of the timeout, Rams back in the T formation. They'll give it off to Arnett on an end around, trying to get the edge. Crum trying to set it for him. He'll deliver a stiff arm. There's a penalty marker that should come in there. He got him on a horse collar. Got to kill the music.
We're working on it.
So Arnett gets it down to the 9-yard line. So gain of 7 on the play and makes it first down and goal. Big Chris Crum out there setting the edge for him, and he gave him just enough to get around the corner. Crum, 5'9", 290, out there running with his big running back. They'll go back in that T formation. They'll pitch it out to Arnett, looking for a hole. Cuts downfield, falls down toward the 5. He'll get about the 6.
Meyer making a stop. We had another cramp on the Thoroughbred, but he just getting up slow.
So down to the 6, 2nd and goal. Rams stay in that T formation. Here's Stiltner trying to bounce it to the outside, looking for the edge. He's going to get there and visit the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Touchdown, Raceland. Landon Stiltner's 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. And with 38 seconds to play in the half, the Rams extend the lead. It's 27-14.
Got a flag, James.
Hang on just a second. We've got a penalty marker.
Laying inside the 5-yard line.
Let's see what we get from our white hat here. We've got an offsetting personal foul, so the touchdown will count. So 38 seconds to go before halftime. Stiltner's third rushing touchdown of the night. Goes home. He's got 15 for 157. And we'll go with the PAT as the Rams trying to extend to a full two-possession lead here before halftime. Extra point is up and through. 28-14, Rams lead it. 38 ticks to go here before halftime.
Raceland, 28. Newport, 14.
Ironton leading Jackson 42-3 at halftime. I saw Ironton in person last week when they played Canisius out of New York, and it was impressive.
Was it?
The game with them and Wheelersburg coming up, I think it's in 2 weeks, is going to be an absolute barn burner.
It's going to be a classic. Get there early. It seems like Ironton always has, like here, like the Rams, is a tradition. They build and build every year and just have success.
So I told you I've been working on a record book for Raceland football. Tonight's 3 rushing touchdowns by Landon Stiltner marks the first time a Raceland running back has done so since Isaac Browning scored 3 against Greenup County in 2022.
He's getting it done.
Yeah. He's still got half a football to go.
Yeah, he does. Might get a couple more. Rams got to feel pretty good now with the 28-14 lead. Stop these cats and go to the locker room.
Little pooch kick near sideline. That's a live football, and the Rams have it. It got the perfect bounce, and the Rams recover it. That's Parker Ison that dives on it in front of his bench, and the Rams will have a short field with 37 seconds to go before halftime and 2 timeouts remaining.
Plenty of time to get another punch in. That's just heads up again by your special teams. He dived right on that bad boy.
So the Rams will have it at the 27-yard line.
(28-14), but one more score would make you feel really good going into the locker room.
So the Rams will have it.
I like it.
Here's Arnett. Makes a man miss, gets the middle of the field, cuts to the outside. Penalty marker flies on the backside. It'll probably come back. We'll see what we get here from this. Raceland is moving backward. So we'll repeat first down after the 10-yard penalty on the Rams on the block in the back. So make it back to the 37. 30 seconds to go before halftime. And make it 1st and 20.
That hurts. I like the play.
Okay, so he gave him, it's 1st and 17, so they gave them after the result of the play. So 1st and 17 on that. Yeah. They'll zip it out near sideline. Ison makes the catch. Spins forward across the 25.
Timeout.
And the Rams will burn a timeout. So now I got to get all this fixed here for my stats because
You had your hands full this first half.
that's okay.
Rams again with another opportunity to get it in here. Feeling pretty good right now with the 28-14 lead, but like I said a while ago, one more would make you feel real good. That's what Coach Sammons and his staff and players are talking about.
Stay tuned with us as we will have the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show. All right, now I've got everything caught up. Where's the football? That's my next question. Down to the 24. Okay. Gain of 10. So 2nd and 7 coming up. Three receivers left, one to the right. In tight, that's Ice, and now he'll slide out just a little bit inside the numbers. Marushi Tails is in the backfield with Waller. Waller rolling left, looking left. Wants to throw, does so, has his man there. He makes a catch. Arnett makes a move, cuts back upfield, and gets down inside the 5.
And that move got him some extra yards, JC, on that left side.
They're going to say stepped out back before the 5, so at the 7, a gain of 17. 1st and goal, Rams. And then Waller will spike the ball and stop the clock with 15 seconds to go. Raceland still with 1 timeout remaining. But a chance to add to this lead, 28-14, recovering a kickoff.
A lot of penalties.
All right, so we got an encroachment against the defense before the snap. So it'll go half the distance to the goal, so it should put it at the 4. And they'll put it in between the 3 and the 4, so. All right, here comes the Rams. 1st and goal. They'll pitch it out near side. Stiltner looking for number 4, and he's got it.
Touchdown, Ramblers!
The man does it again late in the quarter.
Landon Stiltner with his 4th rushing touchdown. The last time a Raceland running back scored 4 rushing touchdowns was Dalen Beach, 2012 against Pikeville and Lawrence County. The last time the Raceland had a 4 rushing touchdown game was Logan Lundy in the playoffs against Sayre in 2023. But the Rams add to the lead 34-14. They'll go with a 2-point conversion, and Logan Lockwood gets in. He told me Wednesday night they were working with it, and they get it, but it's not going to count. So 5-yard penalty. They'll have to retry the down, and they'll kick it this time. Logan was wanting to get in on one. No, we're good. Thanks, buddy. As long as those brownies are still here. Grandma Gloria brought us some beautiful brownies up to the press box tonight. Cannot say enough about those things. They are not for human consumption unless it's me eating them, okay? They are so good. I need about a gallon of milk in that pan of brownies. Here's the extra point is up, and that one is no good, wide to the left. So only the 2nd kick this year that Waller has missed on the PATs. So 34-14.
34, Newport 14.
And Kent, that's a great response to being able to get the kickoff and extend this lead that was a 1-possession game, and all of a sudden now the lead's grown to 20.
Well, it gives you a little breathing room going into the break, but as we know, Coach Sammons, you're not going to let off the gas. This Newport Central Catholic team still a good team. What's hurt them in the first half is the penalties, and the Rams have capitalized on the penalties, and the scoreboard proves it.
All right, so there's questions being asked in the chat. Would another touchdown for Stiltner set a record? As far back as I can find in the record books that's posted on the KHSAA, there has never been a Raceland running back with 5 rushing touchdowns in one game. Rushing by a quarterback or a running back. 4 was the most that I've ever been able to find, and it's only happened 4 times. Logan Lundy, Connor Hughes did it twice in 2019 against Rowan County and Portsmouth West, and Dalen Beach did it in 2012 against Pikeville and Lawrence. That's it.
Not bad.
So Landon Stiltner putting himself in some very high company there in that position. All right, final 10 seconds to go. Morris hangs it high near side. And they call for a fair catch. And Newport Central Catholic will probably be able just to take a knee and take this one to the locker room and try to regroup, down 20. And that's how quickly things happened.
Very quick. And again, another impressive drive with the Rams in a hole, and they march down the field. Again, Newport not helping themselves with the penalties. And as we just said, the Rams took advantage and scored again.
So they'll have it at the 22, 10 ticks to go. And let's see if Miles, now I'm going to tell you this, Miles has enough of an arm to go down the field, and Coach Mike Sammons is going to burn a timeout over here. It's that use it or lose it timeout, so he's going to talk some stuff over before going to the locker room.
Can't take it with you.
Nope. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see the good folks at Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Don't forget to join us every Wednesday night right here from the Fieldhouse for Inside Raceland Football. As this week, we will take a look on the bye week. We're going to do a full tour of inside the Rams Fieldhouse. We're going to take a look at the new weight room. All kinds of great stuff.
Well, it looks impressive.
It is beautiful.
I go by this place 10 times a day, and it just looks impressive from 23, and I bet it's more impressive when you see it in person. They have done things very well here in Ramland.
They always say you drive past US 23 in this campus, it looks like a business card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It's mint.
Turf surfaces from softball, football, baseball, beautiful schools, great campus. I mean, it's top-notch.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
All right, out of the timeout, let's see how far Mr. Miles can try to sling this one down the field. Rams will rush only 3. He's going to pull it down and run it. He'll cut it back in the middle. Sheds a tackle, still on his feet as he spins forward, and then Logan Lockwood will saw him off with 1.8 seconds to go, and Newport Central Catholic will burn their final timeout of the half. So they'll get him out to the 32, I believe. Nope, 33. So it'll move the sticks on a gain of 11. The only thing I'm thinking of right now is I need a big glass of ice-cold milk and those brownies.
Yeah, well, can they do a DoorDash? Can we send somebody to Super Quick real quick?
Lauren Huffman wants to know if I can send him some Giovanni's to Florida. Yeah, I can get it down there, my man. I don't know that it'll still be edible.
Don't know when you get there.
You may not get. Listen, so I ordered something off of Amazon Monday. It was supposed to have been here Wednesday. It left the facility in Ohio on Tuesday. Thursday, it's in Miami, Florida.
Sweet.
It's not going to get here by Wednesday, this past Wednesday. This morning, it was still in Fort Lauderdale. And we wonder why we can't figure out how to get things moving.
Exactly.
All right, Mr. Miles on the final play of the first half. He'll throw this one across the middle. They'll try the old ladder play as they dip this one out, and that ball goes out of bounds, and we're at the half. So at the half, Raceland leads Newport Central Catholic 34-14. Stay tuned with us at the half. It's the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show when we return after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. It's the Glockner of Ashland halftime show as we welcome you back here inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth at the half. Raceland in front of Newport Central Catholic 34-14. Let's take you through the first half of action of how this went down. Raceland gets on the scoreboard on their first drive as Parker Eisen gets in the end zone from 4 yards out. An extra point from Waller is good. 7-0 Rams, 8:02 to play in the first. Newport Central Catholic goes right down the field quickly. Eddie Bivens streaks 62 yards to the end zone. Vincent Mazzocco, puts it through the uprights. 7-7, 4:41 to play in the first. The Rams would answer back as Landon Stiltner takes pretty much most of the drive himself. The final 22 going in for the touchdown to put the Rams back in front, 14-7. 95 seconds to play in the first. That would be our score until we go to the second quarter. And Emmanuel Miles does it again. A long sustained drive that he'll dive in for the final yard from the 1 yard line. 7:18 to go before halftime. We're even at 14. But the Rams have turned it on since. Landon Stiltner does it again. A 1 yard plunge, making it 21-14. Raceland goes right back to work. Stiltner this time 6 yards out. Waller's kick is good. 28-14 with 38 seconds to go before halftime. And then the Rams get the football back on the kickoff after a little pooch kick, and the Rams get the football back after the kick from the kickoff from Seth Morris, and they, with 38 seconds to go, need only 28 seconds of those. They go right down the field. Landon Stiltner's fourth rushing touchdown of the night gets it in, and it's 34-14 at the break. Rams dance team showing off here at halftime. Great job by them. We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our first half statistics. We'll break everything down, look at scores from around other games in the area, and get you ready for the second half. 34-14, Rams in the locker room with the lead. Our coverage continues after this on the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Back at the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show. Kent, first half action, first half thoughts.
I think Raceland's got the running game going, and Mr. Stiltner has been the man in the first half. They've proven that they've got down in the holes the last a few times inside the red zone coming the other direction. They've got out of that hole with no problem, and scoring with the running backs that they have, it's been very impressive. Newport Central Catholic shooting themselves, I think, in the foot with just all the penalties that they've had. And Raceland was doing a good job running the offense even without the penalties, but when you get the penalties, and a couple of those were 15-yarders, and you had a 15-yard penalty to a 15-yard run. That's 30-some yards for the Rams, and I think they've done a really good job in the first half. A little bit of a cushion at 34-14, but we all know Coach Sammons and the staff, they're not going to let off the gas, man. They've got a half a tank. They're getting ready to fill it back up and get ready for the second half of play. A very good, well-done first half by the Rams.
Let's look at our numbers for Newport Central Catholic. 11 first downs of the ballgame. They're 0 of 4 on third down tries, but they've converted on both fourth down tries. 163 total yards of offense. They've gone through the air for 44. They've rushed for 119 on 16 carries. A lot of that coming on one run of 62 from Eddie Bivens, who has 7 carries for 90 in the ballgame. The penalties, though, have really hurt them. 8 penalties for 64 yards. They've turned it over one time, 2 fumbles that they lost one of those. They've punted the ball twice, averaging 37.5. They've had the ball for 11 minutes and 4 seconds. For the Rams, 20 first downs in the ballgame. They're 3 of 5 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down. 322 total yards of offense for the Rams. They've rushed for 250. 72 for Jake Waller through the air, who's 7 of 10. 32 rushing attempts. The Rams are averaging right at 7.8 a carry. They've been penalized 5 times for 55 yards. The one fumble that they did recover from Mr. Stiltner. They've had 1 punt. It traveled 42 yards. They've had the ball for 12 minutes and 47 seconds. Individual numbers look like this. Emmanuel Miles, 5 for 7, 44 through the air. Eddie Bivens, 7 carries for 90. His long of 62 went for a touchdown. Emmanuel Miles, the 1-yard touchdown plunge. He has 7 carries for 28. Mario League, 2 for 1. Graydon Schreimer, 3 catches for 27. Jack Stevie, 1 for 6. Thomas Messmer, 1 for 11. Waller, 7 of 10 from the air, 72 yards. He's thrown to Shannon Marucci once for 17. Parker Ison, 2 for 22. Joan Arnett, 2 for 20. Eli Evans, 2 for 13. Stiltner leading the way, 16 carries for 160 yards, 4 touchdowns. His long tonight of 54, which is nowhere near his longest run of the year, by the way. His first carry of the season at Ashland when he took off pretty much untouched after he bounced it out to the outside, and there was nobody with anywhere near him when he got free, going 70-plus yards for the score to start the 2025 campaign. Marucci, 6 for 42. Ison, 2 for 10, a touchdown. Jake Waller, 2 for 25. Joan Arnett, 6 of 13. Ram Marching Band showing off here at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and take a look at scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of action. Rams rolling up 20 in the locker room. Our Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show continues after this on Kool TV.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
When you are hungry and on the go, stop by the Rams Dairy Bar for your next meal. Rams Dairy Bar offers mouth-watering cheeseburgers and hot dogs made any way you like them, with plenty of sides to choose from. Don't forget to grab an ice cream cone to go or a hand-dipped milkshake with a variety of flavors. Rams Dairy Bar also offers a full selection of flavored coffees to get your day moving in the right direction. The next time you're hungry and don't know where to go, swing by the Rams Dairy Bar, proud supporters of Raceland Athletics for over 25 years. Back to Glockner of Ashland Auto Group halftime show. Looking for a new vehicle? Visit Glockner of Ashland down on Greenup Avenue. They can get you set up with a great selection of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, cars, and trucks. It's Glockner of Ashland, located on Greenup Avenue, or check them out at glocknerofashland.com. Beautiful evening here tonight. Rams rolling 34-14. Let's take a look at scores from around the area last night. Boyd County, no trouble with Fairview, 49-0. They win it on homecoming night. Ashland cruising over Russell right now, 42-0. That game in the third quarter. Greenup County leads Fleming County 45-8. That game in the third quarter. East Carter in front of West Carter, 28-0. And the Battle of the Barrel over in Grayson. Johnson Central leading Pulaski County 31-8. That game in the third quarter. Rowan County trails Clay County 22-14 at the half. Belfry in front of Pikeville 21-3 at halftime. And it's North Laurel blanking Lawrence County 13-0 at the half.
I'm really liking the band.
They do a great job with it.
Man.
So they're
good.
Megan said we wish we could have heard the band. Should have been with us last week. We gave the band about 12 minutes. They rocked it out. We try to want to scatter it around. Again, we've got to get all these breaks in during halftime and stuff. And there's some people like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Well, I got to pay the bills too. But, we try to make it a point to get each one of the groups that do stuff at halftime. Tonight we got the dance team. We got the band last week. We get back home, we still got to get the cheerleaders in there and stuff. And then we'll try to mix some stuff in. Of course, don't forget, next home game, it'll be homecoming night, so we'll have homecoming festivities that we'll bring you all the coverage for it as well. But, we do try to get everything in as much as we can. But great job there by the drumline, excuse me.
Very good band. We've got the guitar players down there.
Yeah, they do a little bit of everything. I mean, they make certain to bring
Spice it up a little bit. I like it. That was good.
Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network or on 105.7 Hank FM for Across the Line. As I'll step inside the Octagon of Sports, we'll break down all the scores from games tonight. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball coming up. It's the final 2 weeks of the regular season. That push toward postseason, who's in, who's out. Will I make any adjustments to those numbers that I've had? I've had the National League at 6 for over a month. I've had the American League at 7. I wrote the National League in Sharpie 3 weeks ago. Am I going to eat my words? I don't know. We'll find out. But we'll see if we come off of it. But Red's trying to make a push. The poor Dads.
Can the Reds listen? See, you call them the Dads every
Dads.
time.
They've been dead since May.
Showing no love over
no love for the Reds. Man. So we'll take a look at all that. College football, some good games coming up this weekend as well. NFL, good game last night. Buffalo over Miami. Bills off to a nice 3-0 start. And we'll look at all that coming up. Plus the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week tomorrow morning right here at 10 o'clock on the Total Media Sports Network. 34-14. Raceland leads it at the half as both teams have made their way back out onto the field. They've got their 3-minute acclimation period that they'll get rolling, and then we'll be back in action with Newport Central Catholic getting the football to start the second stanza. So we'll step out for a 2-minute break, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the second half. Rams lead at 34-14. We're back after this on the
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. We get ready to start the third quarters. We welcome you back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Alongside Kent Robinson, I'm James Collier. Hat tip to my crew here tonight. Our executive producer is Gatlin Stevens. On cameras is Philip Roark, Presley DeWeese, and my wife, Felicia Carr. She doesn't count, though. Only ones that count are my students. They're doing a phenomenal job. And listen, I don't cut them any slack. I expect everything from them to be on point.
I must say, I've been sitting beside you, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But they've not really bent the nail. They've moved forward.
Yes. It's a stressful situation.
Well, like you said, this is the first time for a lot of these guys.
So last night, Gatlin went with us out to Boyd County.
I'd be nervous, right?
He had my son Trey that was there training with him. So Trey was basically just there to make certain that nothing burnt down. Okay, but Gatlin did it pretty much most of the stuff there by himself. Trey was there kind of helping push him along. Tonight, he's on his own. So the only thing I've got to get him going to now is, and this is what I've challenged him in the second half, I got to get some replays in there.
Yeah.
But he's taking care of the scoreboard, taking care of the clock, and that's what I told him. I said the most important thing on your job is, one, making sure there's a picture on the screen, keeping up that time and score. After that, we'll work stuff in. And he's done a good job. So, listen, I don't care how old they are, I expect production.
Mm-hmm. And they'll get there.
Absolutely. But at the same time, the step forward, it'll keep coming. Mm-hmm. And I'm very proud of Mr. Stevens. Now, I'm not going to toot his horn too much. We still got half a football to go.
Yeah.
This thing can still burn to the ground now. Don't get too hefty on yourself yet.
As he looks at you with a big old grin.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, crap.
Yes, sir, Mr. Collier.
I liked it better when I was giving you the commands. All right, here we go. Second half kickoff. They come near side. And a nice job there. Mr. Schwimmer will just take a knee. And they'll have it right on the near sideline. We've got to be thinking about the Johnson Chiropractic player of the game. And I've got something in mind tonight that I might go with. We went players of the game last week because we went Sonic and Tails last week with Marushi and Stiltner. We could go players again tonight. We'll keep going on it.
There's one out there already, I think.
Miles flips it off to the near side. Little shimmy shake there by Bivens, and he gets taken out of bounds. Max Burton makes the stop. So give him a gain of 3 out to the 35, 2nd and 7.
36.
Oh, who needs hash marks? They're overrated.
Just a concept.
Yeah, they just put them all over the field. There's 100 of them up and down each side. So 2nd down 6 from the 36. Miles from the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Low snap. Fires this one out far sideline. Has his man in the flat. And Landon Goodall comes down and stonewalls him. Logan Lockwood also in on the stop.
39.
Jack Stevie making the catch. be a gain of 4 out to the 40, and it's 3rd and 2. Newport Central Catholic has not gotten a 3rd down conversion tonight. They're 0 for 4, but they have gotten 2 4th down tries. From the far sideline, Miles calls his own number, trying to get the edge. He will get 1st down yardage as he'll slip forward on this second effort and move the sticks for the 12th first down of the ballgame for the Thoroughbreds.
Will Meyer really opened up a hole for him to get that 1st down on the right side of the field.
Gain of 2 on the run there by Mr. Miles, who picks up his 30th rushing yard of the evening. Johnson Central Pulaski County headed to the 4th. Golden Eagles leading that one 31-8. 34-14, minute gone here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff to Bivens, and he gets ridden out of bounds into his bench. We got people down on the far sideline. Rousey and Lockwood leading the surge. One of our guys on the chain gang got decleated.
And he lost his shoe, too.
Yes. I'm not kidding. He lost his shoe. It's a loss of a 1.
He still can't get it on. He lost them both. He's putting the other one on now.
He literally got decleated.
He's putting the other one on now.
2nd and 11. Miles looks out near sideline, zips it out to his wide receiver, Messmer. He tries to cut back inside and runs into a wall of black jerseys.
Yeah.
Jackson King was there. Also Logan Lockwood. He's the last man off the pile. It's 3rd and long.
Defense was waiting on him there at the 40.
This was something I saw on film this week, watching film prepping for this game, that I felt like the Rams could really do something defensively with the way they tried to play that bubble screen. And they've really taken away what they want to do on that from there. So 3rd and 11, no gain on the play. Miles is going to have to hustle. That play clock's down at 5. Just gets it away. Rolling out to the right, looking down the far sideline. The closest man there coming back down the seam was my cameraman. Couldn't even keep up with it. Come on, Phillip. Jeez, oh, Pete. He was closest man there was Bryson Rousey.
Rousey really probably could have had that ball, but he made a good decision to let it drop.
So the pass falls incomplete, brings up 4th and 11. Clock rested at 9:57 to go. Wobbly kick. It'll take a Newport Central Catholic bounce and come to rest at the 25-yard line. So good start for the Rams here in the second half.
Good defensive stop. And ball to 25. The Rams will get it. A nice little lead on the scoreboard.
Now, the one thing I love about people that follow along with me is, again, this record book I told you I'm working on, it's not finished yet. And there's going to be some double checking. There's already been one double check on it, and I greatly appreciate it. I'll get to you in just a second. Here's Waller wanting to throw on 1st down, brings it on a low throw to Eisen. Eisen makes the grab, but his knee's on the ground, so that'll put him down right there in front of his bench. Get him out to the 32 on a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Rachel Snyder let me know Kane Snyder also rushed for 4 rushing touchdowns back in 2014 in a game against Fairview. He ran for 19 carries, 197, and 4 tutties that night. I remember Kane. He was a great kid. Kid was just a bruiser of a running back. As Stiltner takes it right up the gut. He'll get it across out to the 35. That's exactly where they needed it to go.
First down.
And a Johnson Chiropractic 1st down. That's one thing I will do is once I get it to where I think it's final, I'll go back through and start looking at it. And, of course, there will be stuff that might be in there that has to be adjusted, and that's the great part of it is I will finally get it to where it's a working book. Here's Eisen on a bubble screen, makes a nice move, Spins free. He'll pick up a nice gain after getting heavy contact and gets out to the 41. Now they'll put him at the 41. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
Far side official standing on the 40.
No kidding. So what I said, hash marks, they're a real thing. Just not here.
Ready to trip over.
Little delayed handoff to Stiltner. He'll spin to the 45.
Don't give him the 46.
Yeah, of course they would. His butt was sitting on the 45, so of course the ball got to the 46. And then now they'll put it in between. Move the sticks and another first down. That's the Rams' 22nd first down. All first downs brought to you part Margrave Friends at Johnson Chiropractic. When joining muscle planes to slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. Waller on 1st and 10, rolling out to the right. Throws it out near side, and that was incomplete. He was looking for Brigham Davidson. Mario League was there in coverage. Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop with 8:09 to play here in the 3rd. Ashland defeats Russell 42-0. That game a final.
They had a running clock in that one.
True story. Yeah, I heard you.
Paris leads Newport 21-6. East and West Carter 35-0 at the half. Blitz coming. Waller keeps it himself. Follows his man off the near sideline. He's got first down yardage and more. Makes a cutback 35. Gets inside the 30 and gets thrown down. And a nice save there by Eddie Bivens that may have taken away 6 from the birthday boy.
How nice was that cutback? Cutback got him several more yards.
They'll get him down to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 28. And another Johnson Chiropractic first down for the Rams. Waller 3 carries for 53 tonight. And now a timeout requested. Let's see. Now we got a guy that was having to go off the field for Newport Central Catholic.
That was Stevie. Jack Stevie went off.
That was for an injury. 42nd. Play clock.
All right, wind the clock. Off we go. Here's Stiltner. Little shimmy shake, and he gets bottled up as he tries to go right up the middle. Jonathan Mayer making the stop.
John Mayer?
2nd and 10 for the Rams, who lead it 34-14. Here's Arnett trying to get the edge and gets pushed out of bounds by Bivens. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up for the Rams. They'll get down near the 20. Looks like they'll put him at the 22, so a gain of 4. Make it 3rd and 6.
Rams with this big cushion right now. JC really no big hurry. You want to get the touchdown, but there's no rush with the score that they have right now.
Campbellsville leads Hazard 14-7 at the half. 3rd and 6 in this one. Double barrel shotgun look with Arnett and Stiltner. The give to Stiltner, a huge hole right up the gut. How about number 5 for number 5?
Number 5 for number 5. Touchdown.
That's history for Mr. Stiltner. Unless somebody else can find it, I've not found it yet. It has never happened in Raceland football history for the records that I can find. A running back for the Rams rushing for 5 touchdowns in one game. His second 22-yard rush touchdown of the night. And the Rams make it 40-14.
Save him a brownie.
No, he wouldn't like it.
He deserves a brownie.
He wouldn't like it.
He deserves the whole pan after tonight. Well done, young man.
Hey, ain't nobody getting those brownies. I told you, their brownies are not for human consumption unless by me. Extra point is down, it's up, and is good. And with 6:27 to go here in the 3rd, it's 41-14. The Rams have really opened things up.
Yes, they have.
We are still debating on whether you're human.
Who? Huh? If I'm human?
We don't know if it's human consumption or not.
41. I don't know.
Newport Central Catholic 14.
So Stiltner, 20 carries for 190 yards. Big hello to Sean Burke, who is tuned in from Miami. It feels like Miami here tonight, Sean. I'm just going to let you know that. It has been sweltering hot here. Kent, the biggest thing that I've seen in this game since it was 14-14, Raceland really started leaning on Newport Central Catholic.
Yes, they have. They're worn down.
Their bodies, the way they rotate people in and out, their depth. You could really see that it just finally took a toll, that Newport Central Catholic basically just ran out of bodies to run at Raceland.
Well, their defense they're done. They're gassed. Raceland is, like we said, coming out of the halftime. You know, they're not letting off the pedal, and they're not going to go let off the pedal till there's 3-0 on the fourth quarter, and you can see it on the field. They look at the scoreboard, they're a little, that'll take the wind out of your sails, and the defense right now for those white jerseys, they're pretty tired.
Morris booms this one down to the 4. Bivens tight-roping back to the goal line. He'll try to bring it upfield and gets knocked off his feet at around the 15.
The Rams have had 2 big hits so far in the ball game tonight.
The 16-yard line, James.
I figured so. You know what they're not going to get? They're not getting any brownies. 6:21 to go here in the third, and the Rams have opened it up as it has been 27 unanswered for the Rams. Yeah, they made it to the 17 now. Why not?
Get out of the way.
So first down and 10 for the visiting Thoroughbreds. Miles wants to throw, rifles this one to the right side. He makes the connection and immediately hit.
Dropped it.
And the ball was knocked loose. It was Bryson Rousey that knocked it loose on the big hit by the senior. Second down and 10. And now we get an official timeout. We got a player down. Greenup Fleming County 52-14. I believe, Mr. Keaton, is that a final or is that just a number? He's sending me these scores, but he's not telling me what quarter, if it's a final or not. Greenup rolling tonight up in Flemingburg.
That was Thomas Messmer, the trainer.
I don't care about my pick list. My pick list is just to tick people off.
Oh, it's a tick list.
It's a tick list. That's all it is. No. Fourth quarter in that Greenup County game. Thank you, Mr. Keaton. All right, here we go. Miles back to work. The low snap, the give to Bivens. Bivens slippery as he takes his angle up right guard and across the 20 out to about the 22. I really like Eddie Bivens. That kid he runs hard.
Mm-hmm. No quitting that, number 2.
Like I said, I am glad, and everybody that wears Raceland orange and black is glad number 26 is not out there. The young man's last name was Kool. I can't remember his first name. Kid was a beast. I mean, when he hit the hole, he hit it with conviction. And it was that young man, he was good on defense. He gave the Rams fits for times last year until they finally pulled away late. A player down again for Newport Central Catholic.
Liam Horm is down, the sophomore.
So again, the Rams off next week. Newport Central Catholic, they go their bye week next week. Then they've got Campbell County on the 3rd. They go to there. Pair of games against Newport and Dayton on the 10th and the 17th. Those will be at Dixie Heights. Then they'll go. Those are considered home games for them. They'll play Bellevue on the 23rd and wrap things up with Mason County on the 30th. Lloyd Memorial and Beechwood, their first 2 games, they lost 47-14, 53-6. They beat Boone County 40-0, and then lost last week to Connor 42-7.
That young man's off. Good to see.
Always good to see when they get banged up and they jump up and they walk off. Tyler Miller, if I see your message in there about Kyle Ross maybe scored 5 rushing touchdowns and 92 against Fair. I can't go that far back. I'm only going off of what I can find off the KHSAA. So if we could find a way to confirm that, I would love to. But I'll have to check and see. But thank you for that information. I will look into that. But for the moment, the stuff I've got is, again, as far as I can go back on the KHSAA. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 22. Miles is going to go an empty set. 3 receivers right to the wide side. And now timeout requested as the play clock was almost at zeros. So the visiting Thoroughbreds, will take a timeout. East Carter leads West Carter now 41-6.
Keep that barrel, ain't they?
They had the WSAZ early morning show out there this morning. I can't remember what it's called.
Fired Up
Friday. That's it. There you go. They were over in Grayson. Great look right there inside the huddle. I want to say again, that shot you see right there, that's a high school kid doing that. That's phenomenal.
I'm telling you, that's solid.
I love my kids. They do. Presley DeWeese, this is the shot you're seeing from her camera right now. She's a first-year student with me. Just now, she came to me last year. It was funny. She came to me last year. I did not have her in class, anything. And she came to me. She said, "Can I take your class next year?" And I said, "Absolutely." Mm-hmm. And so she came to me. She's a volleyball player.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay. So she signed up for the class, and she's been phenomenal. But I can't say enough about my kids in my media class. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Saw her last night. Reminded me that when she came in the box, she said, "Sir, it's DeWeese, not DeWeese." I said, "Okay."
Barton Ross dropping some info in here. J.B. Newman had 5 touchdowns at Bardstown in 91. All right, underway we go. Miles right down the middle. He's got Bivens down the seams, and he's off to the races, trying to get him from behind Scout Wilkes. He's not going to touch him. Bivens is going to make a second house call of the night. It's going to be a 78-yard touchdown pass. And Bivens' second touchdown of the evening.
Pretty good throw. No flags.
Hey, we got a replay. There we go. It only took us 27 minutes of game time before we got our first replay, but hey, we got one. Big great thanks to our good folks at Ison Cards and Collectibles for our replay sponsor this season. You got to push that button again. There you go. So when it gets to the end, it's got to do that right there. That's called a stinger, and then it takes all that other stuff off the screen. Okay? There you go.
Media class at the game.
I love
like
it, man.
They're doing a good job.
I can't say enough about all the stuff that I get here that I get to work with my kids with. Shot needs to be down. High snap, kick is down, and that one finds its way through. 5:26 to play in the third, 41-21. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, 41-21 after the long touchdown pass to Eddie Bivens. So the Rams guarding for that onside kick. And they will come to the near side. Eli Evans skies and brings it down.
I always love seeing that number 15 on the field.
So the Rams will take over. I think the 43 or the 44. We're playing hopscotch on the. There we go 44. There we go. Big hello tonight to the class of 1975 celebrating their 50th class reunion. Most of them in attendance here tonight. So 41-21, 1st and 10 Rams, as Mr. Marucci sheds a tackle and tails, takes it across midfield, down inside the 45 to the 44. It was funny. I had a lot of kids at school. They were like, you got to call them Tails and Sonic and Tails more often. That's fun. I like that.
And you have.
Both good kids. Had them both in class.
They can relate.
Waller wants to throw, brings it near side ice, and he's got blockers out in front. Spins still on his feet across the 35 and gets down inside the 35. They're on the 33.
Yeah, with the spin and moving around from the tailbacks from Raceland, Thoroughbreds are really having a hard time bringing down the backs tonight.
We'll take him down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 13, another Johnson Chiropractic first down. Campbellsville leading Hazard 21-18, 9:24 to go in that ball game. Rams will play Hazard in their next outing in 2 weeks after the bye week. Waller on 1st and 10, wants to throw. Surveying, looking, and he'll just throw this one away. That right there is the maturation that young man has gone through over the last year. He took over as quarterback one when Raceland played this game in Newport last year. And that is something that just understanding there's nothing there, don't force it, throw it away, get another ball.
Right.
Clock stop, 4:55 to go in the third. The high snap, the give to Stiltner. Stiltner spins across the 30. So give him a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. Raceland tonight with 26 first downs.
Probably not done getting some more. They're really moving the football tonight.
Last time the Rams had this many first downs in a ball game, it was against Sayre in the playoffs in 23. Stiltner goes off of left guard. It's going to be 4th down coming up as he's going to get 2 on the gain, so it's 4th and 6. Rams tonight 1 of 1 on 4th down tries. We'll get a stoppage here as they get ready to snap it on 4th down. A big hello to Mike Fannin, tuned in down in Hilton Head. Waller directing traffic. Play clock's at 8. As he turns and looks to the near sideline, the Rams will burn a timeout here to talk it over to make sure they have the right play call that they want. There goes the po-po down US 23. If you're just joining us, it was a 14-14 game before Raceland rolled off 27 unanswered. And Newport got an answer back after Raceland made it 41-14 with a long pass, a 78-yarder from Emmanuel Miles to Eddie Bivens. Bivens has had a night. 9 carries for 94 yards on the ground. He's gone through the air for the 1 for 78 that went to the house for 6. Belfry beating up on Pikeville tonight, 41-3.
True.
3 minutes to go in that ball game. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons. All right, 4th and 6 for the Rams from the 27 of the Thoroughbreds. Waller wants to throw, rolling out, looking right. He'll dump it out toward Rousey, and he threw it just a little bit too much. And the pass falls incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. He had him on the near side and was just trying to throw on the run in the process of doing it. He threw it just a little bit too much mustard on the.
And he actually had some room there where he could have
He
ran
may
the
have
football.
been able to run that one for sure. So the Rams will turn it over. Their first turnover of the ball game. So Newport Central Catholic will take over on the Raceland 27, down 41-21 with 3:33 to play in the third. Clear and sticky night here in Ramland. Miles from the gun and a double-barrel shotgun look. They'll give it off to Bivens, trying to sweep to the right side, and Logan Lockwood slams him to the turf. So Bivens gets it out across to the 28, a gain of 1, second down 9. And we got a player down for Newport Central Catholic dealing with a cramp issue on the far sideline. That's the reason the Rams are coming to the near side.
Bivens again.
Yeah, he's been dealing with cramps most off and on tonight, and that's one of the deals. Tonight, and like we said, it felt more like July 19th than September 19th.
It hit 90 this afternoon. I think no rain till the end of next week.
Yeah, and I think after next week, they're showing it's supposed to finally cool off a little bit. But it's just like you can't mow grass. All you do is mow dirt right now.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to cut.
Now the good part of it is that when it turned off Kool there at that end of August, my pool got cold. And we've still got our steps in it. We got to get out of it. I was like, all right, I was going to have to flip coins with Felicia to see who was getting in an ice cold pool to get the steps out of it. Now it's warmed back up, and I'm like, we got to get them out this weekend before it gets cold again. All right, so Bivens is back up. He'll hobble off to the sideline. Man, you could watch how he's running. I hate cramping is the worst thing in the world. Especially when you get it down in your calf or your lower leg part, it's just so hard. He goes straight to the bench. That young man just played hard tonight.
He's not in a good mood right now. Then things hurt.
All right, so we wind the clock. Back underway we go. Miles on 2nd and 9. He'll give it off to his tailback. And that's going nowhere. Henry Brooks on the carry. They're going to get him out to the 30 on a gain of 2. It's 3rd and 7. Approaching 2 minutes to play here in the third. 41-21, Raceland leading. It was a 14-14 ball game, and the Rams rolled off 27 unanswered. They're going to have to hustle to get this one loose. Play clock is at 2, and they're not going to get it off. So Newport Central Catholic's going to burn their second timeout of the half.
Twice they've had to do that.
Yeah. They take a lot of time getting out of the huddle, and so now they'll have one timeout remaining for the rest of the way. And scores across the bottom of your screen on the scoreboard ticker. Still looking for an update on that Lawrence County North Laurel score. It was halftime. Last time we saw anything, if you see anything on that one, shoot it to me. 13-0 North Laurel was leading that one. The Jags in front of the Bulldogs up in Louisa. Lawrence County's got a really good football team this year. They do a phenomenal job. And that North Laurel team, that was going to be a good testament for them coming in. Ashland, no problem with Russell tonight, 42-0, giving the Red Devils their first loss of the season. Greenup County beats up on Fleming County. I'm certain that game is final by now. Last score I had on it was 52-14. East Carter rolling in the battle for the barrel over in Grayson. And Johnson Central, a 20-point lead on Pulaski County, late fourth quarter down in Paintsville. Ironton beats Jackson tonight 49-10. I'm telling you, when that game comes up with Ironton and Wheelersburg, you better get there early to get a seat because it is going to be a packed house. It's at Berg. It is at Berg, and it is going to be a showdown.
You might want to show up Friday night to get a parking spot.
3rd and 7. Low snap, play action. Miles steps up in the pocket, floats it near side. He's got his man there. What a pass. And he gets it out to his man of Grayson Schwermer. And Schwermer's rushed out of bounds, but just a nice little flip of the wrist there by Miles. But we got a penalty marker back by the pocket of where the throw was launched from. And we got a roughing the passer penalty, so this is going to be 15 on the back side of this. So they'll take it down to the 40 on the play, the 40 of the Rams. So a gain of 30 on the play, and then 15 more yards on that for the. And they put it to the 24. So, jeez, oh, Pete. He walked it from the 40. So from the 24 of the Rams, 1st down and 10, Newport Central Catholic down 20. Inside of 2 to play here in the 3rd. Here's Bivens back in. He'll take the dive off the right side and then get hammered to the ground. Jonah Arnett sandwiching him down.
Arnett got there in a hurry.
Are we going to the 20 or the 21? Just shy of the 20, so call it the 21, a gain of 3 2nd and 7. Clay leading Rowan County 28-21 now. That game in the 4th quarter. Play clock's at 10. Empty set for. They've got a Wildcat back there. This is Caleb Barnett. He's going to throw down the center of the field, and it was nearly picked off. Arnett was there. Caleb Barnett passing incomplete. 3rd down. So Barnett had thrown the ball only one time this season. It was a completion. He'll go back to the sideline, and Miles is back in the ballgame.
He's just a junior.
So 3rd down and 7 from the 21. Clock rested with 1:03 to play here in the 3rd. Miles is going to call his own number, try to go to the right side, and he sees a wall of black jerseys coming at him. Christopher Spradlin and Logan Lockwood was barreling down on him, and it'll bring up 4th down. I was talking to Logan on the show Wednesday night, and he said one of the things that he was trying to chase down is he was trying to chase down Lyndon Sammons' sacks from last year. He said last year he was trying to chase him down, and they were tick for tat, and Lyndon got him. He said this year he's trying to get that mark. Raceland with 4 sacks last week. They've got 8 total on the season. Have not gotten any against Miles here tonight. So 4th and 7. Newport Central Catholic is converted on both 4th down tries. They go to the other side, and it's picked off. Jumping in front of it is Bryson Rousey, and Rousey holds it in for the pick. And Bryson Rousey gets his first interception of the season, the 6th interception of the year for the Rams. So a nice job there by Bryson Rousey as he jumped underneath that one. And takes it out to just shy of midfield. He needed one more block to get there. But the Rams will take over at the minus 49. Here's Waller wanting to throw. Comes near sideline on a comeback route, and he's got Stiltner right in front of his bench. That makes his first grab of the season.
That'll pick up a few yards.
33.
Out to the 33, a gain of 18, a Johnson chiropractic first down, the 27th of the ball game. 6 seconds to go in the 3rd. Two receivers left, one to the right with an H-back of Marucci. He sets the table. Here's Stiltner rolling off the left side. He'll get inside the 30, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. They're going to take him down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be the Rams' 2nd and 5 when we head to the 4th and final stanza when we return after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, we've been part of our journey.
We head to the 4th and final stanzas. We welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. 2nd down and 5 for the Rams. Hand off Marucci, and he gets tackled from behind. So it'll bring up 3rd down for the Rams. Just shy of the 25, so the 26. On a gain of 2, it's 3rd and 3. Racing tonight, 4 of 7 on 3rd down tries. 3 receivers bunched up on the boundary to the left. Blitz coming. Waller brings it near side. Eli Evans makes the cut. Comes back near sideline. Slips a tackle and is gone. Down the sideline he goes, and Eli Evans gets into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. Jake Waller slings his 9th touchdown of the season. That's Eli Evans' 2nd of the year. Take a look at this on your Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Makes a man miss there at the 25. It was Bivens that had a hand on him, but you can't keep a good man down, and Eli Evans gets into the end zone and makes it 47-21. What a way to start the 4th and final stanza.
Another speedster. He did that on his own because he made that little juke step, and he got it in there.
Waller for the extra point attempt. And we get a whistle before the kick goes away. And false start against the Rams. All right, so we'll move it back to the 15, and we'll try it again. Ison to set it down. Scott Wilkes is your long snapper. And this one is good. So no problem there for Jake Waller as he pushes that one through and makes it 48-21. Raceland tonight, 477 total yards of offense.
Knocking on the door what they got last week.
At 521 last week. Waller 11 of 17 for 116. Stiltner's a yard shy of the 200 mark. Let's see here. Rushing yards. The most I've been able to find is, again, I can't go back past 2008. That's as far as it's listed on the KHSAA. But John Scott Carver, 218 against Fairview in the playoffs back in 2008. That's the number that I have. And again, there may be others out there, and it's something. Once I get this one started, then I'll have to start finding people that have old record books or articles or whatever to update it from there. But this is the stuff that's based off of the KHSAA website that goes back to 2008. So that's where we are. There's only been 4 players that have gone for over 200. Bailey Walker, 2016. Noah Wallace, 2023. Michael Littoral in 2010. And John Scott Carver in 2008. Morris hangs it to the near side. It'll take a bounce.
Oh.
Bivens grabs it and gets hit immediately, and he'll be down near the 20.
He knew he was going to get hit. Rams put up some points again tonight.
Raceland coming in, outscoring their opponents 43-19. looking to add to their number here this evening. Trying to push the record of 4-1 at the midway point of the regular season. They'll head off to Hazard in 2 weeks.
Newport's definitely got their work cut out for them. The Rams defense, has really showed up tonight here on their home turf.
Miles on 1st and 10, looks, pumps, throwing it down the near sideline, trying to get it to his man, and he does. He drops it in the basket, and making a great catch was Thomas Messmer as he got past Scout Wilkes, who was making him step for step. But a beautiful pitch and catch there to Messmer that takes it across midfield and down to the Rams' 40-yard line, a gain of 39. So inside of 11 to go, right at 10:50. Newport Central Catholic still taking their time, trailing 48-21.
I think I'd be in a hurry.
Miles wants to throw again. Pressure coming up the middle. Dumps it out near side Bivens. Brody Brumfield meets him at the 40 and wraps him up after he falls forward for a couple. Mr. Keat, we had a conversation earlier this week speaking about something we may have to do at some point this season with the player or players of the game. My friend, you're going to need to get that printer press opened up.
I think so.
I've got some names tonight.
Definitely more than one tonight, the way these guys have played.
Miles on 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming off the edge. Logan Lockwood trying to get to him. He's got him going backward. He'll get out of the pocket and throw it away. Logan Lockwood came off the edge uncontested and forced him to throw it away as he was trying to get to him for the sack that would have been his 4th of the season. So 3rd down and 8, clock rested with 9:47 to go in the ball game. Newport Central Catholic 3 of 9 on 3rd down tries tonight. Empty set. Pressure coming off the edge.
That should have been a hold.
Toole chasing him down. Now Christopher Spradlin takes him back inside, and the Rams finally get home. Christopher Spradlin and Bryson Toole was the man that was there. It was Toole that got off the edge and chased him out of the pocket. And the Rams will pick up their first sack of the night as they'll take him back to the 43-yard line on a loss of 5.
Big 4th down for the Thoroughbreds right here.
They've converted 2 out of 3 tonight. They've got a long one here, 4th and 13. They move Bivens in the backfield. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Pressure coming off the edge. This is not Miles. This is going to be picked off as running underneath it is Landon Goodall. His 4th interception in as many games. That was Caleb Barnett with the pass. And Landon Goodall's 4th interception of the season gives the Rams the ball back here in the 4th.
Second pick of the night for the Rams. Stopping the momentum of the Breds. Again.
So take it back out to the just shy of midfield. So 8:50 to play in regulation. It means I've got about 12 minutes before I can dig into some brownies. I'm taking those brownies home. I want those brownies with milk. The Rams are going the T formation on 1st and 10 from midfield. Here's the take, the give. And Joan Arnett gets across midfield down to the 45. They'll roll him over the pile, give him a gain of 7, second down 3. Campbellsville beats Hazard 21-18 tonight. That's a final. Rams stay at that tee. Pitch out to Arnett. Trying to bounce it to the outside. He gets the edge, comes near sideline, and then gets knocked out of bounds by Bivens. But that'll move the sticks and another Johnson Chiropractic first down.
Bivens is gassed. He is tired, young man right there.
So take him down to the 37 on a gain of 7. Arnett tonight, 9 carries, 31 yards. The Rams line back up again, ready to go on 1st and 10. Here's Stiltner trying to bounce it to the outside, a stiff arm, gets the edge, down the sideline he goes. He gets chased out of bounds. It was Bivens that was there. And that'll take Stiltner over the 200-yard mark tonight. So take him down to the 26 and another Johnson Chiropractic first down. Stiltner now 24 for 210.
Young man's had a really nice game tonight.
5 touchdowns.
That is getting it done.
And
Raceland moved.
Yeah, we got some movement as we'll get 5 on the Rams. So 1st and 15. Raceland tonight. 8 penalties for 81 yards. Newport Central Catholic 8 for 64. Waller goes up under center as the Rams back in that T formation. Play action, Waller has a man there. That's Bryson Rousey wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Raceland.
For the Rambler touchdown.
He faked even our cameraman out. He had no idea where the ball was. I still don't think he does.
That was a pretty nice play.
33 yards on the pitch and catch. And the Rams make it 54-21. The 2-point conversion here, if it is successful, would put the running clock in motion the rest of the way. And that's the reason they line up for 2 here.
Yes, Coach Sammons didn't hesitate.
Waller jumps under center. They'll give it off on an end around.
Got it.
And wide open to the end zone. That's Parker Ison, and that's a 35-point lead. And the running clock in motion the rest of the ball game. So 56-21. It was a really good ball game until it was 14-14, and then the Rams kind of stuck their foot in the ground and
took off.
They ran away from the Thoroughbreds.
Sure did. Another impressive night for the Rams. Defense has played well. Offense obviously has played well, thanks to Mr. Stiltner.
Stiltner tonight, 24 carries, 210 yards, 5 touchdowns. Once the ball goes into play, the clock starts here, and off we go with a running clock. That's a loose ball. As fumbling it on the return, there was Dominic Bosley, and fortunate for him, right there to jump on it was Caleb Barnett. So the visiting Thoroughbreds will have it I think at the 29. There we go.
Good win. Have the next week off to recoup. And if you got any injuries,
And they've got a few. I mean, one that's been missing out there that's been huge is Alex Headley. They think he'll be back after the bye week.
gives you plenty of time to get healed up and work on some stuff for the next game.
So Barnett will stay as quarterback as the Thoroughbreds take the field. He'll give it off to his tailback, and that's going nowhere but backward. It's Henry Brooks on the carry. Taken back to the 25 on a loss of 4. My producer's over here freaking eating a brownie. Who does he think he is?
I didn't know if you caught
There
that.
is no eating when you're worried. You've got enough things to keep up with, but trying to eat a stinking brownie.
I didn't know if you caught that or
not.
not.
I did catch it.
I didn't want to say anything.
He's fired. Eating on the job. You got to be kidding me. It's a ball that's rifled through, and that's a penalty marker. Yeah, against the Rams. Man, the back judge just got about 25 on that one. That was good. He got the...
that had some hang time on it.
That was almost as good as Nick Sirianni in the Eagles game when he came running. That was the longest throw that had happened for the Eagles all season. It was a running throw, too. I mean, it was beautiful. Another player down for injury, timeout, cramp issue on the far sideline for the Thoroughbreds. .546 to go in regulation. We are under a running clock. See if we can check in on some scores real quick while we have a moment here.
Graydon Shimmer, he's up.
Final from Belfry. They beat up on Pikeville 41-3 tonight. Whew. Still looking for finals from Johnson Central and Pulaski County, Lawrence, and North Laurel, and Rowan and Clay. All right, play clock gets going. Bivens in the backfield now with Barnett. First down and 10 for the Thoroughbreds. Barnett sets his feet. Dumps it out near side to Bivens. Bivens makes the grab, and then Brody Brumfield just brings him to the ground. We'll take him out to just shy of the 45. Give him the 44, a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. Barnett comes from the sideline with 15 on the play clock.
That play clock will not hit.
No, it will not hit 0, I promise you. It's got a short. It's at 25 again. Oops. Handoff Bivens trying to stretch it to the outside. He spins and spins right into the arms of Aiden Bell. Also there in the middle was Logan Burks. Third down coming up. Personal foul face mask against the Rams. So 15 yards. So that'll move the sticks and a first down for the visiting Thoroughbreds as they'll take it down to the 41. Oh, my God. Numbers work.
No.
What? Only took us 40 minutes. Yeah, we got a false start. We got two guys over here on the near side trying to get a head start. Take your pick. You've got Jack Stevie or Henry Brooks.
Either one.
Either one. They both took off at the same time, so back it up 5, 1st and 15. It's a running clock. The clock does not stop. My producer over here trying to eat cake, and he can't keep up with the time. Yeah, well, yeah, he said he didn't even touch a cake, and he's got a big bite out of the side of it. Because a mouse ate it. And that's a nice pitch play right there as he gets it out to Jonathan Mayer. Mayer down the far sideline, and he's going to get bumped out of bounds by Scout Wilkes. It's going to save a touchdown for the moment. But Jonathan Mayer just made himself available in the middle of the field, and Barnett found him. And for the moment, they save 6, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 for the Thoroughbreds. And that's inside the 1. That's that that's 1.5 yard line is what that is. 2.5 to play in the contest. Give the ball to Bivens here. That young man needs another one. He's played his tail off tonight. He's 2 yards shy of 100 yards, so they need to get somebody to back it up 2 yards and then give it to Bivens on a dive. Get him to 100. Here's the give to Bivens. Bivens launches himself off the left edge, and he's in for 6. Touchdown, Thoroughbreds. That's Bivens' 3rd touchdown tonight.
Touchdown, Thoroughbred.
So 2 rushing touchdowns for Eddie Bivens. He's got 1 receiving touchdown. I can't say enough good things about that kid. He is a bruiser.
Played well tonight.
Yes, he is. I would take that kid on my team any day.
I mean, he's withstood the cramps and took another bad blow and now scores a touchdown. Pretty good.
North Laurel blanks Lawrence County tonight, 21-0. Final up in Louisa. So the extra point attempt for Vincent Mazarka. And that one's blocked. So the kick is blocked by the Rams. It'll stay 56-27. We've got inside of a minute to go. The Rams may not even have to take a kickoff here.
27.
And I think that's going to do it. They're not going to kick it off. That's going to do it for the final in this one. As the Raceland Rams are going to win it by a final score of 56-27. With the win, the Rams move to 4-1 on the season. Newport Central Catholic will fall to 1-4. Stay tuned. Postgame show when we return after this here on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Just hit final. There you go. Now hide your clock. There you go. You're learning. Back inside the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Final score tonight, 56-27. Here's how it went down. Raceland gets on the scoreboard first at 8:02 in the first quarter. Parker Icy goes in for a 4-yard touchdown, 7-0 Rams. The Thoroughbreds answer back. Eddie Bivens, his first of 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. This one a 62-yarder, 4:41 to play in the first. We're even at 7. Raceland answers back with 1:35 to go. Landon Stiltner, his first of 5 rushing touchdowns tonight. This one a 22-yard touchdown, 14-7 after 1. Newport Central Catholic, a long sustained drive, and Emmanuel Miles dumps in from 1 yard out. 7:18 to play before halftime. We're all even at 14. Then the Rams would roll off 27 unanswered. With 6:40 to go in the first half, Landon Stiltner goes in from a yard out, making it 21-14. Then Stiltner does it again, this time from 6 yards out with 38 seconds to play in the quarter. It's 28-14. But then the Rams get a nice little pooch kick from Seth Morris. They get underneath it and able to recover it, and they get the football back. And with about 25 seconds is all they needed to get back into the end zone. Landon Stiltner, another one. This one a 3-yarder with 10 seconds to go before the halftime, 34-14 at the break. Stiltner was 5th, would come with 6:27 to play in the third. His first one and his last one, 22-yard runs, 41-14 Rams rolling. Then the Newport Central Catholic Thoroughbreds, they wasn't done yet. Emmanuel Miles hooks up with Eddie Bivens, and he rushes 78 yards down the middle of the field after the catch, 41-21, 5:26 to play in the third. We go to the fourth quarter. Jake Waller fires it off to Eli Evans. He makes a man miss and gets the sideline, 26 yards to the house, 48-21. And then Waller hooks up with Bryson Rousey wide open into the end zone, 31-yard touchdown pass, 56-21, 2-point conversion, put the running clock in play. And then the final score of the night, Eddie Bivens gets in from a yard out with 1:50 to play in the contest. 56-27 is your final. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at our numbers. We'll wait for head coach Mike Sammons, get some word from him as we wrap it up here tonight on a good night for the Rams as they get to the halfway point of the season and a 4-1 mark. That's as we continue our coverage here inside the postgame show on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Back here at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, 56-27, your final here tonight. Let's take a look at our numbers. Newport Central Catholic, 17 first downs in the ballgame, 374 total yards of offense, 251 through the air, 123 on the ground. They were penalized 9 times for 69 yards. They had 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 2 interceptions. 1 fumble that was lost in the ballgame. They punted the ball 3 times, averaging 36.3. They had the football for 26 minutes and 26 seconds. 31 first downs for the Rams tonight. They were 5 of 8 on 3rd down, 1 of 2 on 4th down. 533 total yards of offense. That's coming off a 521 game last week. 147 for Jake through the air. They rush it for 386 yards. I'm going to have to go back in the numbers and look in that one and see when the last time they put that many numbers up. 10 penalties for 111 yards, though. That one is problematic. That's the second double-digit penalty markers and triple-digit penalty yard game for the Rams in their first 5. 5 penalties on the offense, 5 penalties on the defense. They had the 1 fumble. That was from Stiltner, but they regained possession on that one. 1 punt, 42 yards, 21 minutes, 34 seconds, time of possession. Miles, 12 of 18, 202 yards, a touchdown. His long one of 78. Caleb Barnett, 2 for 4. He was picked off. Through the air, Eddie Bivens, 3 catches for 84. Emmanuel Miles, 1 for 4. Braden Schweimer, 4 for 58. Jack Stevie, 2 for 10. Jonathan Mayer, 1 for 45. Thomas Messmer, 3 for 50. Bivens carries at 13 carries for 99 yards, his long one there of 62. Emmanuel Miles, 10 for 25. Jake Waller, 12 of 18, 147, a touchdown. He hooks up with Bryson Rousey for a 31-yard catch. Marucci, 1 catch for 17. Stiltner, 1 for 18. Eisen, 5 for 48. Arnett, 2 for 20. Eli Evans, 2 for 13. Landon Stiltner, a heck of a night tonight. 24 carries, 210 yards. And again, going back to my numbers, that puts him in a tie for 3rd all-time with Noah Wallace, who rushed for 210 against Sayre back in the playoffs in 2023. His 5 rushing touchdowns is to what I believe is a Raceland record. And I've been told, though, it matches the mark by J.B. Newman of 1991 against Bardstown when he had 5 touchdowns in that game. Either way, still phenomenal night for Landon Stiltner. Marucci, 8 carries for 56. Eisen, 2 for 10. Jake Waller, 3 for 53. Arnett, 9 for 31. Eli Evans, 1 for 26. All right, we'll take our final break. We come back. Coach Sammons is making his way in. We'll talk with him when we return after this. Here are the postgame show on Kool TV.
When you are hungry and on the go, stop by the Rams Dairy Bar for your next meal. Rams Dairy Bar offers mouth-watering cheeseburgers and hot dogs made any way you like them with plenty of sides to choose from. Don't forget to grab an ice cream cone to go or a hand-dipped milkshake with a variety of flavors. Rams Dairy Bar also offers a full selection of flavored coffees to get your day moving in the right direction. The next time you're hungry and don't know where to go, swing by the Rams Dairy Bar, proud supporters of Raceland Athletics for over 25 years.
I'm I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Now joining me here in post-game coverage, Raceland head coach Mike Sammons. Coach, you sat down, you looked at the numbers. You said video game-like numbers again tonight. 533 total, 386. And I said I'm going to have to go doing some digging on that one to figure out when the last time you put up that many rushing yards in a game. But Landon Stiltner tonight, he was just running possessed.
Yeah, I didn't really, you don't really know when you call the game. I just felt like, offensively speaking, totally in control just the entire time. The only time there that I was a little uncomfortable is we were up 7-0 early on. And we got a punt return and had a short field going this way on the +40, and we got a penalty on first down and didn't convert. And so those are things that, don't seem like a big deal at the time. But then, we ended up getting stopped. We punted in the end zone, net 20 punt. When we started 1st and 10 on the +40, little things like that. I don't want to, heart because our guys were outstanding tonight, but that just shows room for growth. But offensively speaking, our offensive line was outstanding. We were in some power sets tonight. Then we get some spread sets, and then we, Jake was very efficient again in the air, 12 of 18. Anytime you complete 2/3 of your balls in the air, take care of it. He actually threw for 2 touchdowns tonight, and it just really, that's how you get big numbers like this. And so proud of our guys as we go into bye week, and really this first part of the season we've been very efficient. Through the first. We played 20 quarters now. Just really had one bad quarter, but still room to grow.
You talk about the offensive line, and again, your numbers. I talked about it tonight. When it was 14-14 and you guys separated, 27 unanswered from that point, you could really tell your depth at every position on the field really started giving them problems.
Yeah, that's kind of how we're built in Class A football. This is probably, I don't know for sure, but one of the smaller rosters that we've had as a staff, and I say small, but it's like I think it's 52. So most Class A schools would be tickled pink with 52. We just got a couple small classes in our high school that's kind of hurting us from getting up around 60. But our guys, we have 12 seniors, 21 juniors. So we have 30 some upperclassmen. 20 there, kind of 25-ish, I think, lower classmen, but. Those upperclassmen played a lot of football, a lot of depth, hit you with a lot of bodies. We always preach body blows, and I always talk about keep pounding. The old analogy is it's not the first strike of the rock that splits it or the last strike of the rock that splits it. It's all the culmination of all the strikes of the axe that breaks the rock, and that's kind of how the game of football is played in high school football over the course of 48 minutes. And I think our team has really latched onto that. Our team's really bought into that, and you see over the course of the game how that really has an impact on your opponent.
Stiltner tonight, 5 rushing touchdowns, and you could just tell, it was something special the way that he was carrying the football. They were blocking for him, but he was making some of those holes himself. But a young man that this year you can tell that he's hungry to do something special, and he's doing a great job with it.
Yeah, couldn't be more proud of Landon, and he'd be the first to tell you about the offensive line and the quarterbacks and the other backs blocking and carrying out fakes and the whole team. But the thing about Landon is, he's got a deep investment. I spoke about that a week ago. how what he's done, and most importantly, his physical talent was never questioned. That was never in doubt. He's been able to get to the point where he takes care of his body now to be healthy. He's doing the things every week to stay healthy, including weightlifting, but all the other stuff. He's constantly stretching and doing ice baths and doing isometric moves and things like that. And we sprint throughout the week as well, so we can hit our top speed. And he's obviously the fast guy we got on the team, and he's an explosive athlete. And you see tonight when he gets in the open field, it's just pretty special, and that's something this football team has missed. And now that we got that, and his health is really good, it gives us a whole different dimension. Obviously Shannon is a really bruising runner, finishes runs, really earns what they call that yak, I guess, yards after contact. Jonah's a terrific cutter, has great vision, and can really make people miss and fall forward in the pile. And then Stiltner's just got that home run ability. And so really proud of him and proud of what we were able to do tonight. You just kind of run your hot hand tonight, and it just seemed like when he got the ball, whether it was between the tackles or on the edge, he was possessed. And you just start looking for the ways, like what they call that basketball guy that got the hot hand. You just look for him.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is, and that's what we were able to do tonight.
Another Landon that was phenomenal again tonight. 4 interceptions in the last 4 games, but Landon Goodall broke on another ball, and you could just tell the way that he's playing on that back end. We talked with him Wednesday night on the show, and he said, I can play healthy this year. He said, last year I had to really kind of mix my pitches because I was limited of what I could do with one side of my body. This year I've got everything there, and you can really see it. He's from that safety position. He is reading the ball so well.
Yeah, just an outstanding athlete who, again, is healthy. Like you said, it's a big part of this game, and I think one thing our depth allows, it doesn't make it perfect, but our depth allows us the best opportunity to stay healthy. Again, there's still injuries. Obviously, we got some guys injured. They got some guys injured. And in Class A football, you start getting key guys injured, it becomes a real challenge. But, yeah, Goodall's been a really ball hawk back there for us. He's been really efficient, kind of everywhere he's been as far as tackling in space or, like you said, he's been a ball hawk with the ball in the air and had another big pick tonight and not a pick six, but a long run. I think Rousey did too. It was good to see after obviously Rousey dropped one last week. So just guys just really trying to adjust and make plays and try to adjust to the speed of the game. I think that the quarterback they got was a nice player. He was good with his feet. He had a very plus high school arm, and he gave us a little bit of fits. They threw for over 250. But then, we made some adjustments and started picking him off there late. But, again, that's a culmination of body blows. That's what wears people's down. And, I think that's what was on display tonight.
4-1 through the first half of the regular season. It's, again, we talked about this Wednesday night. It's hard to believe. You got to kind of pinch yourself. We're at the halfway point of the regular season. But what do you like about where your team is right now, 4-1?
Yeah, I think, our guys have been very businesslike. We haven't really been too high or too low. We played 20 quarters, like I spoke about earlier, and really only one quarter. Did we really not put our best foot forward? And, but our guys have been real businesslike. Our guys have been, probably the number one thing I would say is our locker room's together, and we have no selfishness. If Stiltner scores 5 or 10 touchdowns a night, the most happy person for him is Waller, Marucci, Arnett, and the rest of the Rams. It's just kind of how we are, kind of how we're made. And but obviously we distribute the ball. I see here on this sheet you've got 3, 5, 7 guys or so catching the ball, another 6 guys running the ball in a game where, we didn't wholesale sub because sometimes you can't wholesale sub if the other team don't. You kind of put your kids at a disadvantage. But just really proud of our guys for coming to work every day, buying into the game, scouting reports and things like that, and being businesslike in their approach. I think they know we're trying to build this thing for December. We're not building for whatever today is,
September 19th. Yeah,
we're not building for September 19th. We played our first game. I think it was August 22nd. We haven't been playing 30 days yet. It's crazy how this thing works and how fast it goes. But we're really just trying to build to be our best when our best is needed. And I think probably what's the most encouraging thing from our team is, and I just shared with them out there is, I can name 3 or 4 areas right off the top of my head from the night that's areas of growth. And that's what's exciting. That's what makes me want to come back and keep going to the film room on Sunday and get the kids back in the film room and watching this film so you can see those growth areas. And hopefully as we go, some of those areas, get smaller and smaller as we move forward through this thing.
All right, we'll talk about it Wednesday night on Inside Raceland Football, but a couple of weeks now to kind kind of healed up, get some things right, and then make the trip down to Hazard before the real football gets going. That's when conference play gets going in a couple weeks, whenever you bring in Fairview, Paris, and then Nicholas County for those 3 most important games of the year.
Yeah, we have another Class A game in 14 days down at Hazard. It's their homecoming. It'll be a hostile environment, another great test for us. A similar, the first 2 weeks there, or I guess 2 of the first 3 weeks, week 1 at Ashland, week 3 at Pikeville. It's that type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did tonight.
21-18 loss to Campbellsville.
They got beat, okay, so that was at home. So they'll be, I think they play next week, but they'll be very inspired. They'll be ready to go, and that'll be a really good test for us. We need tested. We need those adverse moments, because those adverse moments, those storms, will define who we are and how this thing goes. They always do. How you react to them, not if you get in them, because we all know, and our team knows, the coach tells them, they are going to be storms. They're coming. Sometimes you're in them, sometimes you're not, but nonetheless, they are coming when it matters most. And so how we react and get through those will determine our fate, and I feel confident in those guys in that locker room.
Coach, we'll talk to you Wednesday night. Thanks so much.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Raceland head coach Mike Sammons joining us here in postgame. All right, so it's time for the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game. Let's have our graphic. It's the one that says POG. There it is. Let Presley in the press box. Johnson Chiropractic, located down on US 23. When joining muscle pain, slow you down. Let Doc get your body realigned. Give him a call, 606-571. Or no, hang on. Let me try this again. 606-473-5151. I got a lot of numbers tonight. All right. Ron Keat, is funny now that we talked about this week. And he's like, listen, he said, if you ever get to the point to where we need to do some more shirts than what we've got, we can do that. And cause he made me 10 shirts, and we made one for the regular season, then we would start with postseason from there. But he said, if we need to make more, we can. Well, Ron, fire that printing press up, because I need 5. I need 5 for the offensive line. I'm going Jake Littoral, Chris Crum, Carson Bowden, Isaac Horsley, Ian Vance. Those starting 5 across that offensive line that allow that Rams offense to run for 386 yards tonight. So we're going to give the big guy some love. Across the board, the offensive line is going to get the Johnson Chiropractic Players of the Game. And I greatly appreciate Ron Keaton over at DSI for taking care of all the shirts for the kids. Johnson Chiropractic for taking care of sponsoring that segment for us. Can't do what we do without our great support of our sponsors, and we greatly appreciate everyone out there that has jumped on with us and continue to help our support here of covering Raceland football. Kent, final thoughts here tonight as we wrap things up.
Raceland took care of business like they needed to. Coach Sammons.
Hang on. Now you can talk.
I was waiting for you to push the button. This new equipment's got us all out of whack. I'll say it again, when they didn't let off the gas. They refueled at halftime. Kudos, to Stiltner and the bunch that you just talked about. And Coach Sammons being 4-1, he's going to be a pretty good, nice weekend here at Ram Nation. Kind of get healed up, get ready to go down to Hazard in a couple of weeks. Guys that might be banged up, plenty of time to get healed. And Coach said it, it's going to be a hostile environment when they go down there. But his team proved tonight, I think they'll be ready to take on the Bulldogs.
Should be an interesting matchup. We'll be with you in 2 weeks down in Hazard. We'll have the audio-only stream from Hazard as the Rams will wrap up non-conference play before going into the 3 conference matchups. Then they'll back home against Fairview, Paris, then on the road for the final 2 at Nicholas County to close out conference play, and then at East Carter there on Halloween Friday night. Hat tip to my crew tonight. My executive producer was Mr. Gatlin Stevens. He's a freshman in my media program here at Raceland Schools, and he got his first baptism by fire tonight. And he was drowning there in the first quarter. He got his head above water in the second quarter. Finally got us a replay with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So he made some progressions. Kind of like what Coach Sammons says, there's room for growth.
Well, the Brownie helped him.
The Browning screwed everything up. Then the running clock started. All he was doing was over trying to eat a freaking brownie.
Well, I think he finished it.
Yeah, he finished it all right. That's the only thing he's getting. But no, he did a great job tonight. Good job by him. Presley DeWeese getting her first time down on camera tonight. She was scared to death. She came into class today, and she's like, Mr. Carey, I'm scared to death. I'm going to screw everything up. I said, the worst thing you can do is just not follow the ball. And if they do that, then we just won't put it on TV. And, I think we only had one time tonight that the ball got lost on camera, and it was a really good fake play, and it faked our cameraman up top. It faked Philip out pretty good. But other than that, Philip Roark, he was a media program. He was in my media program for 3 years. He graduated last year, and he's done a lot of work with me. He's never worked football. So we worked a game last night and then brought him in here tonight to help out. But we had 3 games going tonight on Kool TV and a big broadcast as well. So hat tip to the entire crews throughout Kool TV for everything we brought up here tonight. My wife pinch hitting. She didn't do much job. All she did was sit there and try to take pictures. We don't take pictures. We live pictures. We have live photographs. We don't care about pictures, okay? Only thing you need to know, number 5 scored 5. But either way, great thanks to all the great staff here. And, Kenner, thanks for coming over tonight. Enjoyed it, my man.
I had fun myself.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I had to have somebody here to where I knew if I had to step off, if things got crazy, I could have somebody could take over. But
guard the Brownies is what you wanted me to do.
That was it. So. But greatly appreciate it, my man. Enjoyed it.
I did too. Appreciate it.
That's it for us here tonight. Final score, 56-27. Rams win it. They're 4-1 bye week. Wednesday night, we'll have Inside Raceland football. We'll break down the first half of the season. We're going to take a full tour of that indoor facility over at the weight room as well. As we have a special episode this week. We'll have some fun with it. But be sure to join us right here on Kool TV. For everyone with the crew, big thanks to Mike Sammons, Kent Robinson, I'm James Collier saying so long from Raceland. Rams win it 56-27.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams football broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.